That is what happened to us. You know, Christianity came into our land, and gradually it turned into institutions. Through Christianity, many people feed. I must be honest with you. You know, they start digging to have tap roots, so that you have people that are surviving through Christianity, through the process of Christianization of people. You understand what I mean? You have people that, okay, today is Sunday. Do you know how much that has been contributed in churches in Biafra land, in the wider Nigeria? Do you know how much? You are 100 naira you pay. You give as offering, tithes, anything. Some give 100 naira, some can give 500, some can give thousands, even millions, depending on your height, financial height. Do you know, if you calculate it, do you know how much? Do you know the worst part of it? Do you know that in Nigeria, churches don't pay taxes? Do you know that? Churches, they don't pay taxes to the government, and they don't declare. They never declare their financial status to the government. If you understand me, people, which means the whole money that you are paying to all these churches, it is their money, no tax deducted, no person puts into governments, doesn't ask them how much you make. You know, when you say this, some people might say, no, it's good. Why should government do it? Yeah. There you see there people that don't understand the governments of 21st century. You don't know that anything you are doing, as an individual, as an organization, you pay tax. You don't know that? Because we tax, government goes. But in Nigeria, they remove all this. They remove they remove it. And all these people are making a hell of money out of it. That is why they can buy private jets. No, it's nobody's problem. But it should be people's problem. Because that is what makes me mad. They will tell you, no, leave them, God will judge them, leave them for God. Why should I leave them for God? It's a big question I used to ask, and they will not be able to answer it. Why should, we should hold other human beings responsible, but when it comes to these criminals we call men of God, we leave them for God? Is that what we're talking? Our money don't do. Our money don't do. When Biafra comes, the Biafra government will be above everything. Everything will be under the control of the Biafran government. You understand that? No person will infringe on your rights. If you want to worship broom, termites, that is your problem. But everything should be under the control of government, and you should never infringe the right of any citizen. It doesn't matter your religion. Forget what these people are doing. They will come from church and go and burn shrines, cut trees, saying that demons live there. And the owners of all this, the community will be crying, saying, leave this for us now. They don't care about freedom of worship. But whenever you talk about church and Christian, they say, no, we had freedom. It's freedom of worship. I say, I call them criminals. I call criminals they are. Because they don't feel for others, but they want you to feel for them. Biafra we are looking for, we regulate everything. say that you cannot be shouting in the midnight in your church to disturb my sleep, saying that if I talk, you say no, I'm therefore. It's only in the soul you see all these things. It doesn't have all this shit any other place, because system is above government. I mean, the system is above prayers, above religion. Therefore, without taking much time, I will bring in the members of the Directorate of States. Some of them, MAZI Chinasa Nworu, they are here already. And MAZI Nnaji, they are here already. I'll bring them on, please. But I'll be right back. Welcome back. This is Radio Biafra House of Service coming to you through Radio Biafra London. Today is the 13th day of November 2022, being Sunday. Obochi Eke. I am now joined by some members of the DOS, MAZI Chinasa Nworu and MAZI Ikechukwu Nnaji. Please, MAZI, welcome and make your introductory statements, please, before we go on.
Good evening.
There were
watching dear friends and all the lovers of freedom. My name is MAZI Chinasa Nworu. MAZI Chinasa Nworu served the indigenous people of Biafra, is a member of the Directorate of State, and this evening we have come to inform, educate, and clarify certain issues surrounding the Biafra Restoration Project and the continuous detention of our leader MAZI Nnamdi. And here this evening, I am here with my colleague, my fellow comrade, MAZI Ikechukwu Nnaji. We have made it as a duty to make sure that we are always on radio from time to time, because we know a lot of people, YouTubers, people come up. We are in a stage where the government have applied more people to carry out misinformation about the Biafra struggle. You can see it written all over. You can see them trying to deceive our people. You can see them trying to cajole our people with their political ambition on election and all these things. But this evening, we have come to make sure that Biafrans must always remain focused. We must always set our eyes on the ball on what we are looking for. Our people have died. IPOB came. MAZI Nnamdi is in the detention not because of Nigerian election. He's in detention because he stood up to defend his people. He stood up to restore Biafra, and that is why all of us are here today. That is why Radio Biafra is talking to you today. That is why many people have died on this cause. And for that reason, we who are at the present time handling and managing this struggle will make sure that dreams and aspirations that moved all our people around the world to join this movement must be respected, guided, and we will make sure that at the end of the day, that what we must achieve is the restoration of Biafra. In order not to take much of our time in the introduction, I will hand over to my comrade MAZI Nnaji. Then we will set on for the main agenda for the day. Thank you, MAZI Chinedu.
Thank you, MAZI Chinasa, for that review.
MAZI Jonathan, thank you for what you do for motherland. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, my fellow Biafrans, lovers of freedom, and friends of Biafra. My name is MAZI Ikechukwu Nnaji. I am from Afikpo South, local government of Open State. And by the special grace of Elohim, I serve this very noble family, this very mass movement called the Indigenous People of Biafra, IPOB, as your South American representative and also a member of the DOS. Fellow Biafrans and lovers of freedom, we are here today that we may once again keep you alerted, keep you informed, and keep you aware of all that has been ongoing and the devices of our enemies, the plots of the Nigerian states, and those they have recruited within the struggle to try to blackmail this very noble struggle, to try to give us a bad name within the Nigerian corruption and across the globe. As you are all aware of the plot of the likes of the Attorney General of the Nigerian State Federation, Abubakar Malame, doing everything to bully the Nigerian judges in the judiciary, doing everything to do all they can to blackmail our leader, Onyendo MAZI Nnamdi Kanu. Therefore, this very time is very, very critical. And the most important moment in the history of this very, very noble struggle. This is why this day we must all be attentive and take every critical information coming out from this very hallowed platform as serious as anything. We are in an unusual moment. In order not to fall into the traps of the wicked forces of the Zulu contraption, the Nigerian military, the police, and its DSS. Remember, they have done all they could while playing outside without getting to us. But haven't realized that they need to capture some influence, some saboteurs, some infiltrators, in order to give Onyendo MAZI Nnamdi Kanu a bad name. That is why the lives of Malame, the Attorney General of the Federation of the Nigerian Corporation, is raising all manners of frivolous charges and carrying charges against Africa. But we want to assure him he cannot build all those frivolous charges, kangaroo charges against Onyendo MAZI Nnamdi Kanu, nor against IPOB. We are far away. We are far away above him. We want to bring the attention of the world that they may hear the truth and that they may call the Nigerian state to order. We are a peaceful movement, but we cannot be pushed to war. We are a peaceful movement, but we must not be provoked. In everything our leader has been doing, he have always preached peace on this very hallowed platform. He have always preached peace on this very radio platform. He have always admonished us, we the followers, to always be on the path of peace. That is why he believes in a referendum as a solution to our path to the restoration of Biafra. That is why he has always restricted our movements never to choose the path of war. For herein we are today, rather than the Nigerian state and its governments, being led by Muhammad Buhari and his Attorney General of the Federation, rather than them being appreciative of the efforts our leader have done towards ensuring peace across even that very contraction. They are hell bent to ascertain that they blackmail him before the world and before the Nigerian judiciary. We have all seen how they kangarooed their own judges. We have all seen after the 13th of October, judgments by the judges of the appeal courts, how the lives of Malami, the Attorney General of the Federation of the Nigerian State, immediately transferred those judges that made that very no-good judgments. In ascertaining that our leader is acquitted, it is over a month. The Nigerian state is here to adhere and obey its own judiciary and its own courts. We bring it before the international communities, to be able leaders, that they may by themselves observe the tyrannical nature of the Nigerian state and its governments. We know in the world of today, if we do not explain all these things in details, the Nigerian state being a government of lies, a government endowed in lies and propaganda, they will as well sell their lies to the international community. And then, if you do not hear and get all these things in details, you might be prone to believe in their lies. You might fall into the trap of buying into their propaganda. That is why we are doing all we can to explain to the world, bit by bit, the genesis of what is ongoing. The Nigerian states, the Nigerian president told the then British Prime Minister, Boris Johnson, that he will adhere to the rule of law, to the judiciary pronouncements of whatever may be the outcome
of our leaders' situation before the judiciary. He told our fathers who came to visit him at Asoro that rather than political solution, that he will adhere to rather the judiciary pronouncements. In other words, the court order. He told our fathers when they went to visit him, it is over a month after the Court of Appeal. The Nigerian president, Muhammad Buhari, is yet to obey or keep to his own word. We say all these things in details, that the Lord may bear us witness. That the Lord may bear us witness. That we have chosen the path of peace, but are now being provoked by the Nigerian state itself. We say all these things, that the Lord may bear us witness. That it is the Nigerian state that is by themselves trying to destabilize the Nigerian state, trying to cause mayhem and anarchy in that very contraction. For a government that disobeys its own order, court order, its own judiciary, is a tyrannical government that is plotting to set the whole nation ablaze and in chaos. We say all these things that humanity may bear us witness. That a political conscience, a prisoner of conscience, a prisoner of conscience, in the name of MAZI is there languishing in the DSS custody, being psychologically tortured, or because he had chosen the way of a democratic process called a referendum. That a prisoner of conscience was as utterly rendition all the way from Kenya, all the way like a common criminal into the Nigerian state without the due process. It is over a year. It is over a year. And yet, courts upon courts upon court pronouncements and injunctions have been pronounced even to the Court of Appeal. The Nigerian state and its Attorney General and its President, they are yet to adhere to court order. We say it before the Lord that they may bear us witness that we will not be pushed to the wall. Our leader must be set free. The Nigerian state must obey its own court order. The Nigerian state must obey the United Nations Court of Arbitration, their own pronouncements. Nigerian state is signatory to the United Nations Charter. The Nigerian state is signatory to the African Union Charter. Why then is the Nigerian state, the president, the Attorney General of the Federation, refusing to adhere to the rule of law? to international law. We say what we say today, that the world will bear us witness of the ongoing in the Nigerian corporation and within its own government. Fellow platforms and lovers of freedom, my fellow comrades, as MAZI Chinasa said, we must be very, 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 very attentive and at alert at this very critical time of our struggle. The Zulu Nigeria and the insecurity forces, they are coming in different forms. You have all seen the videos circulating across. They have tried to blackmail the ESN. They could not. And they have now fallen to the point of recruiting miscreants. And then targeting them ESN, or what they call unknown gunmen, in order to see how to kangaroo themselves before the Nigerian judges and then present frivolous evidences before the Nigerian judges in order to see how to blackmail MAZI and the Kanu. Therefore, we must be careful, especially those in Biafra land. MAZI Chinasa have come out here to forewarn our people on several occasions. Why we must adhere to our modus operandi, our chain of command. Our own structure, for some of us, fell behind, and some brought to the plot of the enemies. Those who preaches Biafra in the day and at night go in secret in collusion with the Nigeria states. Remember, as our leader used to say, not all those who preaches Biafra, not all those who come, not all who comes out to tell you that, oh, we are fighting for Biafra, are indeed fighting for this very noble struggle. You do not obey the chain of command, and you say you are fighting on behalf of MAZI and the Kanu. The same chain of command that MAZI and the Kanu himself structured and put in place. How then can you say you are fighting for MAZI and the Kanu? These are the people we are talking about. Those who have utilized this very noble struggle for money, pay, adventure, for their own personal profits. Why they come out on Facebook, tell you all manners of lies in order to destroy IPOB. Because they know if they do not destroy IPOB, then they have no headway. Therefore, blackmailing the leadership is now their mission. But unfortunately, some have fallen apart in this life. Remember, We must be aware of these devices as we engage further. We shall unravel so many things and then keep you all informed on the way forward in further exposing them and defeating them completely. MAZI Jonathan, I give back to you the platform.
Ndewo MAZI. Let's continue on these discussions. You know, many Biafrans, many people are highly interested. Today is the 13th, making it 1 month, exactly 1 month, that our leader was discharged and acquitted in the appeal court of Nigeria. And up till now, the Nigerian government have been running from pillar to post, playing all kinds of pranks. You know, the first time Malami, the Minister of Justice, or Justice Minister, or Attorney General, sorry, he said that the release of, we talked with the Igbo politicians about the release of MAZI Nnamdi Kanu, which means it's not above court. So, up till now, they are still holding MAZI Nnamdi Kanu, albeit illegally, changing judges, jury, in order to get what they want. And now they have upheld the 7-count charges, which has been cancelled by the illegal rendition judgment of the appeal court. People are impatient. Please, I want us to talk more on this in order to let our people understand what is happening and the road to follow. Because we know Nigeria is an irresponsible, or Nigeria runs an irresponsible government. So please, I want you people to highlight more about this. Go on, please.
Okay, MAZI Chinedu, let me come in here. Thank you very much, MAZI Nnaji, for that wonderful introduction. But on our today's topic, like we said, things we are going to touch mainly is just what MAZI Chinedu just raised now. MAZI, like you said, today is 1 month that our leader have been discharged and acquitted. But it's unfortunate that up till now, Malami and Igbo politicians are still playing this, delay tactics. They run when you win them on this side. When they won, maybe if you win them in this, they will run to this side, from pillar to post, from court to politicians. What we are saying this evening, I did not come on radio to interpret their law, because we have capable legal team who can be able to interpret and handle them on legal matters. We are not lawyers, we are not son, but common sense tells everyone. Court says you are discharged and acquitted. First, you must obey that. You must obey these rules before any other further engagement. But what we realize is that Malami, when I talk about Malami and talk about, you can't remove Malami with Igbo politicians who contributed. Mas, I can tell you something. When Onyendu was renditioned to Nigeria, there are Igbo politicians who went to him, thanking him. Some took some gift to him, thanking him for bringing MAZI Nnamdi Kanu back to Nigeria so that he will let him come and run his mouth again. Many Igbo politicians, people called him, people visited him to give him a congratulatory message. That is why when the courts have acquitted our leader, now most of them are not very comfortable. They have gone into play again. MAZI, last time when I was on air, I said something and you see many of them panicking. I think it was on this air. There was no time I said there will be no election in Nigeria or in Biafra land. But even if there is a need to do that, they are not the one to predict for us. If they so much love their election, if they so much love their selection process, and it is very, very important for them, and they think the way their election or selection is important for them, they are spending billions of naira trying to secure everything, the same way MAZI Nnamdi Kanu release is important to us. It is the same. It's even more bigger. This evening, this is the time for Nigeria to make their decision. We're looking at people. We are watching how everybody is running election. We, IPOB, or the IPOB leadership, we can only just one button, but all this election, they are screaming everywhere, it will come to a standstill. The Western world, it is time for them to rise up. They love democracy. Every time they say, oh, democracy. But human rights, they don't care. Our people are being killed. Our people are being adopted. Many, because of MAZI Nnamdi Kanu, in detention, because of the Biafran struggle. None of them, even the Western world come to talk about democracy. Democracy to who? Who are you doing democracy for? Only for their own interest. As long as we know, and as long as we understand the politics of the Western world towards our people, they also play the role. You know, when you talk, some people say, don't talk. We are not those people you can push and say, don't talk. No, we know what we are saying. As long as America wants a constant flow of oil from our land to the West, they do anything. They can see our Biafra struggle. Yes, it may be genuine, but it's not important for them. What is important is oil. How long can they keep Nnamdi Kanu? How long oil will continue to flow? This is very, very important for them. And we are asking them, as they want their oil to flow, as they want the democracy, their so-called democracy that have never benefited us anything, as they want it to move on, they must also consider that the detention of MAZI Nnamdi Kanu is capable to destabilize both their oil flow, able to destabilize their democracy agenda, able to destabilize Nigeria. Even in the next 50 years, they cannot bring it together. They must have all these things in their agenda. Because we are not coming to tell them your law say this, your law say that. The lawyers are doing that. But as an IPOB member and those in the leadership of this movement at the moment, we are letting Nigeria know there are consequences for keeping MAZI Nnamdi Kanu without releasing him. In life, it's all about you give and take. What we are asking is, give MAZI Nnamdi Kanu to us. The consequences of continuing to detain him is very, very numerous. Now, they are keeping him. Last time the lawyer came out and said they are not giving him his medication. Dear friends, every one of us must make sure we have our Twitter days, continue to be there. We must continue to mount campaigns. Sometimes people say, what are you, we just talk. Yes, we must continue to inform the international community, the Nigerian community, the Nigerian public about the consequences of if anything happens to MAZI Nnamdi Kanu in the hands of the DSS dungeon. Because they know MAZI Nnamdi Kanu need a medical treatment. They won't let him die in that place, God forbid. They said he was sick. It was lack of this thing. If you make up you say it was natural cause. We will not accept this kind of rubbish. It is better Nigeria respect their own court verdict. Let MAZI Nnamdi Kanu walks away unconditionally. Arrange a date for referendum so that Biafrans can demonstrate if they want to be part of Nigeria or not. Years back, when we are talking about these issues, they don't take it serious. But today, all of them now are moving around on election, the politicians, everybody, they are on there because they see they have people they are using to destabilize what IPOB. They want you to talk a different topic apart from the unconditional release of MAZI Nnamdi Kanu. I want everybody to be very, very careful and listen very attentively the games they are playing so that we put less interest on the unconditional release of MAZI Nnamdi Kanu. There is nothing they are doing now. They just planned it yesterday. No. These things, they planned it before they went to adopt MAZI Nnamdi Kanu in Kenya. But all the plans they have dished out, no one is working. As IPOB have been able to dismantle every propaganda, every attack they have brought towards this struggle. Most of you can bear me witness that as soon as MAZI Nnamdi Kanu was renditioned, I told many of my comrades, I told them, our first duty first is to make sure make sure that MAZI Nnamdi Kanu is alive. Make sure that the people have access to him. That is the first thing. But bringing him out the following day after 1 month, it is not going to be possible because they feel now they are holding MAZI Nnamdi Kanu. They think they can use that opportunity and destabilize IPOB internally, destroy the IPOB leadership, destroy the family unit, destroy ESN, destroy everything, so that even I told Baristage for the other day, I told him, if IPOB fell in this fight, you will even want to see MAZI Nnamdi Kanu. DSS will tell you cannot see him. There is nothing you can do. If IPOB is not intact, if IPOB have not maintained their ground, by now, they would access for you to see MAZI Nnamdi Kanu. We understand the game. We understand their plans. We know, because from the time they rendition MAZI Nnamdi Kanu, they want to make sure they destroy IPOB leadership. Most times, people come on social media, they say, Chinasa Nworu this, ask them, apart from blackmail, let them give you something tangible. I mean, tangible. They have none. Only blackmail, day in, day out, because that is what they are taught. They told them, IPOB, we did not blackmail anybody. Anything we are talking, if you look deep, we may not have a complete data, we may not have all the information, but what we have is enough. The information in our disposal will be enough to confront you. This is IPOB. When we say you are like this, we have enough evidence to prove to people that what we are saying, we are right. Every one of you they have deceived. Every one of you they have taken away from the Biafra struggle. It is time for you to go back and sit down and reflect. Why is all this thing happening? Is because they want you to take away, they want IPOB to be fighting on the public, they hold MAZI Nnamdi Kanu. Because there was a time after I think 2-3 months till early this year, when you talk to somebody, you said, no, IPOB, they have troubles. They are in disarray. That no need to talk to them. Who told you IPOB is in disarray? They have an internal problem. They are trying to impose that we have problem. And that was the first statement. People can bear me witness. MAZI Ikechukwu Nnaji can bear me witness. MAZI Chike can bear me witness. MAZI Abanyem can bear me witness. What I am saying this evening. The same day, every one of you knew that MAZI Nnamdi Kanu was out there. There was no problem. IPOB was moving very well. But this infiltrator, when they said to hand him over the radio, to allow him to broadcast on Radio Biafra, when we have the first conversation, when MAZI Former invited him, the first language that came out from his mouth, that why should we wait for 5 days before we call him, that he has come to fix IPOB, that IPOB have a lot of problems. We were shocked, and I shut him down. I said, keep quiet. You don't know what you're talking. Which IPOB have problems? But many of you will not believe, because you like those who lie for you. That is why the politicians continue to deceive us, deceive many of you every year in, year out. The politicians continue to tell you lies because you love lies. You don't like those who tell you the truth. Now, when we stop them from the radio, boom, all hell get loose from America. And we have said this thing on many occasions. If you are not part of IPOB, if you are not in IPOB from 2014, 15, let's say 15, 16, 17, anybody that came into IPOB after our leader arrived in Israel, when he's talking, listen to him very well. And when those who are in 215, 216 are talking, listen to them also. Because when we fail to hand them over the radio, what happened? All these things is because what you are seeing today is all they have planned, executed, and it could not work. And they are, as you see, they are holding MAZI Nnamdi Kanu. They are taking his case back to Binta Nyako. This is all a game. They are trying to find something to distract me and you. And most of you are not connecting the dots. When these things happen, all of you were here shouting, oh, they will form their own radio. MAZI Chinedu, I don't know if you have this. Thank you, Metusela Nwachineke. Metusela, we went to the Radio Biafra archive. That broadcast was in 2015 by Olendo. I don't know, MAZI, if you have that broadcast, I would like you to just to play it in a few seconds so that I can continue to illustrate on why MAZI Nnamdi Kanu must be released. Because every day, the Nigerian government are all the agent provocateurs have displayed, have all failed. And it's not going to work, not today, not tomorrow, as long as people like the DAS members still remain in this struggle. As long as hardline IPOB members, they still exist. As long as IPOB media still exist. MAZI, if you have that program, if you have that audio when our leader talk about this radio, then you can play it from there. People can understand what I'm talking. And I will move forward to explain why they must release MAZI Nnamdi Kanu, because all their gimmicks, all their plans will never work, and it is not going to pay them. Instead, they are bringing more problem for themselves.
MAZI, you mean the place where, cut by the MAZI
Metusela? Yes, Metusela.
Okay, yes. I will play it.
Play, let everybody hear.
Okay, just hold on, I'll do it.
Still on the 8th day
on February, you are starting to listen to the voice of Biafra, VOB.
So what is this nonsense? They are trying to draw attention to themselves. Let us see if they will expose their behind in the process. The official radio station for all indigenous people of Biafra under the leadership of the Supreme Council of Elders is the voice of Biafra, which can be found at their web. Oh, it is about publicity. Okay. They want to use this thing to gain publicity. And all those Igbo men who are corrupt and disgruntled, where they can go and claim they are Biafra for one day and then go back at the night. Is that what this whole nonsense is all about? I thought it was something very serious. Okay. They want to draw attention to say that they have, okay. It is no longer Biafra Voice International. They have changed the name. Ewo, the Voice of Biafra. I can see that. There is no problem. That is their official radio. Okay, no more BVI. It is now VOB. First it will be COV and VVIC. Mad people. You will try and see if you will succeed. So that is, please don't worry yourselves. They are trying to draw attention. There isn't anything here.
Sit at home has been activated. If you
Maz, I think this is what you mean.
MAZI, that is exactly what I mean. Now, Biafrans, I want everybody to listen very well. This, as he said, as the infiltrator himself said, that they are launching this voice of Biafra on 8th February 2022. That was early this year. Now, every Biafran, if you are on social media now, right now as we are talking, I want you to go to Facebook. When you go to Facebook, you type that voice of Biafra 97.5. If you are on Facebook, go and type that voice of Biafra 97.5. You will see it on Facebook. If you can see it on Facebook, please, as time is going, maybe during the time of question, you can, if you have seen it, you can be able to confirm. Now, this voice of Biafra radio, the FM they are talking about, this page, this particular Facebook page or group was created on February 20th, 2012. On February 20th, 2012. 2012. That means in 2012, this guy is nowhere found in IPOB. This guy was nowhere to be found in anything pertaining to Biafra. It doesn't mean that somebody cannot come yesterday, but I'm trying to educate our people to understand. This particular page that they handed him over, then he changed the name, added some things on April 2nd, 2022. On April, and the group now is located in Finland. This particular page was owned by late Dr. Ikechukwu, this Emeke Sweden, all this Biafra Voice International. This is one of their pages. This is the pages of those Supreme Elder Council, all these people, all those Igbo Supreme Court, this in Igbo, Emeke, all this group. This was a page they were controlling. And when we refused, when we told them these people are all Nigerian agents, they now brought him, hand him over. It had 15,000 something followers. And they started to use it and continue to. This radio have gone underground since. Nobody, when we only do knock them in 2015, that is just the voice message you have just done now. Sometimes we may have some information, but it's good we get, like Methuselah is doing, going to the Radio Biafra archives, bringing out some important broadcasts that can solve many mysteries that people don't understand. We may have this page, but when you try to show it to our people, they will tell you, oh, it is propaganda. But thank God, the moment he brought this, I said, okay, broadcast.
that can solve many mysteries that people don't understand. We may have this page, but when you try to show it to our people, they will tell you, oh, it is propaganda. But thank God, the moment he brought this, I say, podcast that can solve many mysteries that people don't understand. We may have this page, but when you try to show it to our people, they will tell you, oh, it is propaganda. But thank God, the moment he brought this, I say, podcast that can solve many mysteries that people don't understand. We may have this page, but when you try to show it to our people, they will tell you, oh, it is propaganda. But thank God, the moment he brought this, I said, okay, this podcast that can solve many mysteries that people don't understand. We may have this page, but when you try to show now, they are killing. Last time the lawyer came out and said they are not giving this medication. Therefore, every one of us must make sure we have our Twitter days. Continue to be there. We must continue to mount campaign. Sometimes people say, what are you just stop. Yes. We must continue to inform the international community, the Nigerian community, the Nigerian public about the consequences of if anything happens to MAZI Nnamdi in the hands of the DSS dungeon. Because they know MAZI Nnamdi need a medical treatment. They won't let him die in that place, God forbid. They said he was sick. It was lack of this thing. If you make a person say it was natural cause, we will not accept this kind of rubbish. It is better Nigeria respect their own court verdicts. Let MAZI Nnamdi walks away unconditionally. Arrange a date for referendum so that Biafrans can demonstrate if they want to be part of Nigeria or not. Years back, when we are talking about these issues, we don't take it serious. But today, all of them now are moving around on election, the politicians, everybody they are on their, because they see they have people they are using to destabilize what IPO did. They want you to talk a different topic apart from the unconditional release of MAZI Nnamdi. I want everybody to be very, very careful and listen very attentively the games they are playing so that we put less interest on the unconditional release of MAZI Nnamdi. There is nothing they are doing now. They just planned it yesterday. No. These things, they planned it before they went to adopt MAZI Nnamdi in Kenya. But all the plans they have dished out, no one is working. As IPOB have been able to dismantle every propaganda, every attack they have brought towards this struggle. Most of you can barely witness that as soon as MAZI Nnamdi was renditioned, I told many of my comrades, I told them, our first duty first is to make sure we see, make sure that MAZI Nnamdi is alive. Make sure that the people have access to him. That is the first thing. But bringing him out the following day after 1 month, it is not going to be possible because they feel now they are holding MAZI Nnamdi. They can use that opportunity and destabilize IPOB internally, destroy the IPOB leadership, destroy the country unit, destroy ESN, destroy everything, so that even I told backstage your father that day, I told him, if IPOB fell in this fight, you will even want to see MAZI Nnamdi, and DSS will tell you cannot see it. There is nothing you can do. IPOB is not intact. If IPOB have not maintained their ground by now, steps for you to see MAZI Nnamdi. We understand the game. We understand their plans. We know because from the time they rendition MAZI Nnamdi, They want to make sure they destroy IPOB leadership. Most times, people come on social media, they say Chinasa Nworu is cheated. Ask them, apart from black men, let them give you something tangible. I mean, tangible. They have none. Only black men, day in, day out, because that is what they are taught. They told them, IPOB, we did not blackmail anybody. Anything we are talking is deep. We may not have a complete data, we may not have all the information, but what we have is enough. The information in our disposal will be enough to confront you. This is IPOB. When we say you are like this, we have enough evidence to prove to people that what we are saying we are right. Every one of you they have deceived. Every one of you they have taken away from the Biafra struggle. It is time for you to go back and sit down and reflect. Why is all this thing happening? It's because they want you to take away, they want IPOB to be fighting on the public, they hold MAZI Kano. Because there was a time after 2-3 months in early this year, when you talk to somebody, you say, no, IPOB, they have troubles. They are in disarray. That don't need to talk to them. Who told you IPOB is in disarray? They have an internal problem. We are trying to impose that we have problem. And that was the first statement. People can bear me witness. MAZI people don't can bear me witness. MAZI Chikedojem can bear me witness. MAZI Awanin can bear me witness. What I am saying this evening. The same day, every one of you knew that MAZI Kano was out there. There was no problem. IPOB was moving very well. But this infiltrator, when they said to hand him over the radio to allow him to broadcast on Radio Biafra, when we had the first conversation, when MAZI invited him, the first language that came out from his mouth, that this, why should we wait for 5 days before we call him that he has come to fix IPOB, that IPOB have a lot of problems? I was really shocked and I shut him down. I said, keep quiet. You know what we're talking. Which IPOB have problems? But many of you will not believe because you like those who lie for you. That is why the politicians continue to deceive us, deceive many of you every year in, year out. The politicians continue to tell you lies because you love lies. You don't like those who tell you the truth. Now, when we stop them from the radio, all hell get loose from America, and we have said this thing on many occasions. If you are not part of IPOB, if you are not in IPOB from 2014, 15, let's say 15, 16, 17, anybody that came into IPOB after our leader arrived in Israel, when he's talking, listen to him very well. And when those who are in 215, 216 are talking, listen to them also. Because when we fail to hand them over the radio, what happened? All these things is because what you are seeing today is all they have planned, executed, and it could not work. And they are, as you see, they are holding MAZI Kano, they are taking the case back to Binta and Yako. This is all a game. They are trying to find something to distract me and you. And most of you are not connecting the dots. When these things happen, all of you were here shouting, oh, they will come. They're already. I don't know if you have this. Thank you, Mepisela Wachileke. Mepisela, we went to the Radio Biafra archive. That broadcast was in 2015 by Olympic. I don't know, MAZI, if you have that broadcast, I would like you to just to play it in few seconds so that I can continue to illustrate on why MAZI Kano must be released. Because by every day, the Nigerian government are all the agent provocateurs have a display have all said, and it's not going to work, not today, not tomorrow, as long as people like the DAS members still remain in this struggle. As long as hardline IPO to the voice of
the voice of Biafra, I can see that. There is no problem. That is their official radio. Okay, no more DPI. It is now DOP. First, it is DOP and DPIC. Mad people. You will try and see if you succeed. So, please don't worry yourself. They're trying to draw attention. Listen to anything here.
Speak at home has been activated.
MAZI, I think this is what you mean.
MAZI, that is exactly what I mean. Now, dear friends, I want everybody to listen very well. This, as we said, as the Creator himself said, that they are launching this voice of Biafra on 8th February 2022. That was early this year. Now, every Biafran, if you are on social media now, right now as we are talking, I want you to go to Facebook. When you go to Facebook, you type that voice of Biafra 97.5. If you are on Facebook, go and type that voice of Biafra 97.5. You will see it on Facebook. If you can see it on Facebook, please, as time is going, maybe during the time of question, if you have seen it, you can be able to confirm. Now, with this voice of Biafra radio, the FM they're talking about, this page, this particular Facebook page or group was created on February 20th, 2012. On February 20th, 2012. 2012. That means in 2012, this guy is nowhere found in IPO. This guy is nowhere to be found in anything pertaining to Biafra. It doesn't mean that somebody cannot come yesterday, but I'm trying to educate our people to understand. This particular page that they handed him over, then he changed the name, added some things on April 2nd, 2022. On April, and the group now is located in Finland. This particular page was formed by late Dr. Ikechukwu Nnaji, all this Biafra Boys International. This is one of their pages. This is the basis of those Supreme Elder Council, all these people, all those Igbo Supreme Court, this in the Igbo, all these groups, which was a page in their control. And when we refused, when we told them these people are all Nigerian agents, they now brought him, hand him over. It had 15,000 something followers. And they started to use it and continue to. This radio have gone underground since. Nobody, when we knocked them in 2016, that is just the voice message you have just done now. Sometimes we may have some information, but we get, like Metusela is doing, going to the Radio Biafra archive, building out some important broadcasts that can solve many mysteries that people don't understand. You may have this page, but when you try to show it to our people, they will tell you, oh, it is propaganda. But thank God, the moment what this I say, okay, broadcast that can solve many mysteries that people don't understand. You may have this page, but when you try to show it to our people, they will tell you, oh, it is propaganda. But thank God, the moment we got this I say, broadcast that can solve many mysteries that people don't understand. You may have this page, but when you try to show it to our people, they will tell you, oh, it is propaganda. But thank God, the moment we got this I say, broadcast that can solve many mysteries that people don't understand. We may have this page, but when you try to show it to our people, they will tell you, oh, it is propaganda. But thank God, the moment
the whole world, because they work first, and we have been sleeping. But MAZI Nnamdi Kanu came. Our voice should be coming out right now. Therefore, we are on an interactive session on Radio Biafra London with MAZI Chinasa Nworu and MAZI Ikechukwu Nnaji. Therefore, we will continue. And MAZI Chinasa, please, if you are hearing my voice, please continue where you stopped. Everything is okay right now. Go on, please.
on radio, they said it's okay now, MAZI.
Yes, it's okay. It's okay. It's okay.
My fellow Biafrans, yes.
You are talking about the voice of Biafra issue, something like that.
The voice of Biafra issue. And I am sure everybody by now have gone to Facebook, search it. I have also posted it on my own timeline, Facebook timeline, these few minutes that we are having these technical issues. So if you go there, you will see it by yourself. You don't need anybody to tell you anything. Even a short video of the distance, they are all there. These are people that have, when MAZI Nnamdi Kanu defeated them in 2015, they all went underground. Everybody is supposed to ask himself, where is this file carrier? Lower Niger, and have all of you forgotten when Tony Nnadi said that IPOB members, that was in 2020, when he made an audio, he said that Nnamdi Kanu and all IPOB officers are supposed to be executed. Have every one of you forgotten? Where is he today? When they made those statements, they know how serious we took those statements. They went underground. They needed a new person to come to champion what they are doing. Because all of them you are seeing out there, their hands are inside. Some of them are putting petitions, writing to the government, don't leave this person, don't leave him, destroy them. They are on contract. What they are doing is what we know the foreign Nigerian government Nigerian government is not only part of this. The evil politicians, the enemies of MAZI Nnamdi Kanu, the enemies of this struggle, all of them, they are all playing this game. Why the Nigerian government is holding MAZI Nnamdi Kanu, those ones are being given money. That is why you see these infiltrators. Anything they found out that IPOB is doing, they jump on it. They try to claim it because they are trying to demonstrate to the government that they are in control, that they are holding IPOB, because that is how agent provocateurs behave. And I want every one of you to know, sometimes there is no need to call. When the war starts, we will know who to classify as saboteur. The war has not fully an outblown war. Now, we must always classify these people because this is a war. In most cases, when you write this agent provocateur, people in Brazil, they know it. People in Asia, they know it. Around the world, if you use agent provocateur and they make a tweet or write an article on it, you will find people all around the world telling you, yes, agent provocateur were used in these people use it. So let us always use the right word so that the international community, institutions outside will understand, because the moment you say agent provocateurs, they know the job of agent provocateurs. They know when they see them, immediately they classify them. They know this is an agent provocateur. And these agent provocateurs are the reason why MAZI Nnamdi Kanu, because they are the one giving the Nigerian government Hold him, we are attacking them. Don't worry, we will destroy Chinasa Nworu. We will destroy Chike. We will destroy this. And they come in any form. Let me tell you, they are coming. They will even use people close to MAZI Nnamdi Kanu to attack the leadership of IPOB. They can even use his brother if he allow himself to be used. They can even use anybody they can use. Their main purpose is to destroy IPOB, destroy the leadership, and they themselves now will talk. People now will be paid upon the money they are given, and everybody will be let loose. Nigeria is not ready to fight IPOB another war, because the international community, they are watching. This is not 1967 to 1970. The IPOB leadership they have stepped into places because of the unconditional release of MAZI Nnamdi Kanu. Even as they have given MAZI Nnamdi Kanu this discharge and acquitted verdict, the IPOB leadership, we have contacted countries, diplomatic missions, with the court judgment. There is something some of you don't understand. We don't have to come and say it outside, but sometimes we need to tell our people. The judgment for MAZI Nnamdi Kanu is a judgment that no international community, this judgment gotten by the legal team, no international community will go through it that will not lend their voice for the release of MAZI Nnamdi Kanu. And the IPOB leadership has made sure that all those, and no need to mention on air, we know some countries have already tabled these things in several areas. We have seen what they tabled, and what we are saying is this: we need to be very, very tactical. This is not the time. Don't allow people to bring you on social media to entertain you, to bring you on social media to deceive you. Our people, these people you call the Igbo people, they are horrible human beings. I know sometimes if you look at from the war, when the war finished, but MAZI Nnamdi Kanu, were they standing for him? Have we all forgotten? How did MAZI Nnamdi Kanu become a saint for them now? How? Ask yourself this question. Before the adoption of MAZI Nnamdi Kanu, those who loved him are our people, those who are following this struggle. But the political class never loved him. They never loved what he's saying. They never loved what he's doing. They never loved Biafra. They want to tell us that Biafra is having good road. Biafra is having electricity. They have never. Even in their village, they cannot give light to their villages. They are telling us Biafra is this. Suddenly, MAZI Nnamdi Kanu is in detention. Some of them will come to you. They blackmail you. They will come. Chinasa Nworu did this. Chinasa Nworu did that. Chinasa Nworu did this. Chike did this. You ask them. Have you ever asked them? Because we are standing in the gap. We know the plans of the Nigerian government. And we know the trap they want us to fall into. We know. That is why you say this is ESN. Somebody come out and tell you now he's the ESN. You say this is IPOB media warrior. He come out, he claimed. We tell you this is Radio Biafra. He come, he said, even online. People, most of you don't understand that this criminal and infiltrator, go to Google. He still put in his profile as the director of Radio Biafra. Imagine somebody who don't know about Biafra. He introduced himself. Somebody, he said, look at my CV. Go to Google. Look at most of his profile he kept on social media. He still put himself as the director of Radio Biafra. These are questions you have to ask yourself. What is the purpose of this person doing this? What is the purpose? Why are they doing this? Who are they working for? Even if you are a witch doesn't behave this way. So what is it that is your problem? Number one, you don't know Chinasa Nworu before now. You don't know me. This is the questions I want many of you to ask. because I want people to sit back and reason. This guy calling Chinasa Nworu, ask him, do you know Chinasa Nworu? When did you know Chinasa Nworu? When? Did you know Chikedeziem? When did you know Chikedeziem? If you have spoken to Chinasa Nworu, how many times and on what occasion? You do this, you talk about this woman talking, where everything is to make sure they take away our attention. Now you have seen the side they are going. When they cannot attack the IPOB leadership, they have moved into the legal team. They have now started attacking the legal team. Ask yourself, this person attacking Barrister Ifeanyi Ejiofor, who stepped into this case in 2015 or 16, 2015, I think late 2015 or 16, I can't be sure exact month, and he has remained committed in this struggle to defend MAZI Nnamdi Kanu. He has refused to be bought over. Barrister Ifeanyi Ejiofor have released hundreds and hundreds of Biafrans being detained by the Nigerian government. Several attempts has been made on his life. Likewise, Barrister Ejimako. All those people have a price they are paying for defending IPOB members. Most of them can no more walk freely because they are defending IPOB. And somebody came out somewhere, you have even time to listen to him. He tell you he's going to attack Ifeanyi Ejiofor, how he's holding. Now they are shifting because they cannot defend. They can no more. They know that the leadership of IPOB is far ahead of this game. Now they want to go to the legal team, because when they go to the legal team, they will attack Barrister Ejiofor, attack Barrister Ejimako, attack Barrister Nnemeka Ejiofor. They will put confusion so that somebody will say, I will not be going to court. I am tired. I don't want to continue. That is all what they want. Now they will bring somebody like Obeta. I don't know how many of you knows Obeta. Many of you did not know that Obeta presently is a special assistant to Enugu State Governor. This type of lawyers is the ones they want to bring for MAZI Nnamdi Kanu. This type of lawyers is the ones they want to bring for MAZI Nnamdi Kanu. He came on this thing and said that Onyendu is guilty of what the Nigerian government is charging him. He's guilty of treason. Obeta said it on a live program. This is the type of lawyers they want. If they push Barrister Ifeanyi Ejiofor out, push Ejimako out, push Sano, they have, some of them have insulted Chief Sano Zekome. If some of you don't know, they have called him and threatened him. Some of you don't know about it. The same people you see threatening him, how they will kill him for coming to defend your own. The person you say is your leader, the person you say is your everything. You are threatening the legal team that is defending him in the court. How many lawyers in Biafra land? When you see some of them running around in Abuja, we have many people in detention. Sometimes I tell some of the lawyers, you want to work for IPOB? We have people in detention in Imo State. We have in Abia. We have, why everybody is focusing in Abuja? Everybody wants to go and take it. Nobody wants to handle. We have people in Delta State in detention. If you are a lawyer, you know you have people. We have people in Igbocha in prison, in Cross River, in Akwa Ibom, in Ebonyi State. None of them. Barrister Ifeanyi Ejiofor, while handling the case of MAZI Nnamdi Kanu, goes down to Ebonyi State for cases for IPOB members. The ones he can go by himself, he will go. The ones he will send people, he will send. And if some of you don't know, some of our members that are released, Barrister Ifeanyi Ejiofor, sometimes he pay. He will call. He said, one day, you people don't worry. This 100,000 I will pay, and they let him come out. This is 200. he do support. He don't only stand for IPOB. When he found that some critical case he cannot wait for IPOB leadership, maybe we are trying to get money. He said, I have done that one. This is all what I will support. This is the person. Tomorrow somebody will come on Facebook to attack him. And like many of you did not know that Voice of Biafra has been there since 2012. 2012. And when they have failed to destabilize the struggle so that MAZI Nnamdi Kanu will continue to be in detention, they now give it to somebody. Say, use this one. Since they refuse to give you the radio, take this one. And he thought it would be easy. I'm not the only one on this program. I will give also MAZI Nnaji the opportunity to comment on this particular topic. But one thing I want to say for the unconditional release of MAZI Nnamdi Kanu, for Nigeria to respect that court order. Let me tell you, we know our capacity. I can tell you, there is nothing more confident that when you look at yourself, you said, I can fight this fight. Before you see IPOB, before you see IPOB leadership, before you see MAZI Nnamdi Kanu talking on radio, people are behind him. Not politicians. Not politicians. You know, it pains me that sometimes people come to insult IPOB leadership. Whatever MAZI Nnamdi Kanu is today, it is IPOB have made him. I could remember one thing he told me. One day, somebody gave him a gift and we were talking. He told me something. He said to us, you know, I'm telling you about this. We are going to use it we're going to use it to support our people, help our people. I said, really? I said, maybe, thank you. He said, why? He told me, he said, they gave me this money because they know I'm the leader of IPOB. If I am not IPOB leader, they won't give me this money or they won't give me this gift. You understand me? He said, they won't give me anything. It's because of IPOB. They know IPOB. They know the strength of IPOB. That's why certain things people give it to me because of the work we do. So when it comes to me, I return it back to the society, to our people. That is a leader. And we have learned those things from him. Then somebody will come, you insult somebody like Chinasa Nworu. You insult somebody like Ikechukwu, members of the DOS, people who have stood behind our leader in thick and thin. You come out. When somebody tells you something, instead for you to listen, you think you can insult him. We are not problem of insult. The one thing is that, are you trying to destroy this movement? Are you trying to keep MAZI Nnamdi Kanu in dungeon? Because the Nigerian government want to see IPOB in internal problem, fighting, killing, maybe to a way you started killing yourselves, so that your attention is taken away from your leader. They can play on the court. When we start fighting internally, we may not be able to organize our protest. Those who will go will become disgruntled. If you want to do anything in diaspora, there will be oppositions. That is what they want. So that they say the number of IPOB followers of Nnamdi Kanu is dwindling. So let us continue fighting. Maybe in the next 1 year, we can finish them. But we need to show Nigeria this early as possible for them to understand that this conspiracy, this type of game, these things they want to play, that we are more smarter than them. We must know this and make it very clear for them. This is a message we must send to the Nigerian government. Continuous detention of MAZI Nnamdi Kanu will have a dire consequences. Either in their democratic process, in their election, we don't know how it will happen. But let me tell you something. We don't care. They come, you know, the West know how to threaten people. They come, they say that, come and sign, you won't disrupt democracy. Then the West, they are all there. We are dying. They are killing us. Instead to talk about killing us, this is the same thing they did during the Ogoni, when they want to kill King Saruwa. When Ogoni people were rising up to protest about the killing, about the they will start kidnapping. They will start other robbery. The news media will focus. If you go to the West will talk about the protest in Ogoni concerning King Saruwiwa. What they will talk about is kidnappers. They will talk about all those criminal activities. This is what they will be talking, writing about kidnapping here. The same game, the same script they are playing today. Instead to talk about the human rights abuses, instead of them to talk about the illegal detention of MAZI Nnamdi Kanu, his rendition case, every day they talk about kidnapping there, kidnapping here, insecurity there. But look at the bond of contention. You are holding an innocent man, a man fighting for the freedom of his people, a prisoner of conscience. They gave us those words. They told us that when somebody fighting did nothing, fighting for the freedom of his people, and it is called prisoner of conscience. They brought these languages to us. Why is it that when we spoke these languages, we talk about prisoners of conscience, they will turn deaf ears? They prefer to talk about kidnapping. The news media, all they write is about, look at them, what they kidnapping in Zamfara, kidnapping in Niger Delta, don't go here, don't go there. All these things, it is also an international conspiracy. They want people to put attention on kidnapping, on criminality, and all these things. They want you to talk about democracy and don't talk about your human rights. Don't talk about the killings. Don't talk about the holding the referendum for Biafran freedom. And that is where most of our people have fallen prey to. But I will stop here because we still have many topics to talk about. And till we go to the other one, I will continue to explain and we'll continue to be on radio to educate our people. MAZI Chinedu, thank you so much. MAZI Nnaji, please take over. Thank you.
Thank you, MAZI Chinasa. You said it all. Just in addition to what you said before coming back to why Malamin have continuously disobeyed court order in the immediate and unconditional release of our leader, MAZI Nnamdi Kanu. MAZI Chinasa, there was something you mentioned, and you were like, he's accusing the infiltrator and those gullible followers of his, accusing the Labour team. It is not just an accuse. One thing Biafran should, at this very critical juncture, be asking, why has this fellow, this very inconsequential individual, ever since he came in 2020 into the struggle, why has he done everything to blackmail the three key stones, foundations that have kept this very noble movement intact over the years, even before he dreamt of joining or fighting or speaking about Biafra or the Biafra struggle? Why? You know, these are the questions our people should be asking. Then it will be difficult to come to a clear conclusion that this is a criminal. This fellow is working in conjunction with some evil criminal political elites who are in return working with the Zoo government, the Fulani oligarchies. They are in two bunches. The ones who are saying they are fighting for Biafra are working with the evil criminal elites who are in politics. Why the evil criminal elites are the ones now working directly with the Zoo government? Why is he blackmailing? Why did he blackmail the wife of our leader? This is a question. Irrespective of whom you are supporting. But you are seeing it before your very eyes. He blackmailed the wife of our leader. He called them out those terrible followers of his who are in conjunction, working alongside with him. Blackmail your wife. Blackmail your wife. This is the wife, the mother who gave birth to the children of our leader. The question you must ask, is that person in love with your so-called leader? The question you must ask. He told around. Look at the foundation. Who are the leaders of the movements? Oh, the DOS. And then he raised up allegations. They have collected money. MAZI, let me just say it here before preference. They even said that there is a latest money in circulation. That the South American rep has been given huge amount of money. And that the South American rep that I refuse to disperse the money. And that there is a war with the leadership. And we are like, where is this one coming from? Dear friends, these people are on a meeting. A very clear one indeed that we must at this critical juncture kill off the propaganda and disassociate from anything to do with this very criminal individual and individuals. Because of course they are not one, but they have a spearhead. Their spearhead being the infiltrator. The one they said is in Finland. They can blackmail the lawyers. These are the same lawyers that are stood bone to bone, man to man, shoulder to shoulder with the leader of the indigenous people of Biafra, the kind of over the years, not just in 2021, when he was extraordinarily rendition. We worked wholeheartedly, assiduously for this very noble struggle, without blemish, giving their all, resources, energy, time, and otherwise. What is their mission? That is the question. That we as a people, home and abroad, wherever you are across the world, must begin to ask. Their iman, the communication with you, or beginning to mission together this very platform project. We are not talking about IPOB because he is never a member of the IPOB. For the Biafra struggle, what is his mission? Blackmail the wife. The only thing left now is to blackmail the children of MAZI and the Kano as well. Blackmail the wife, blackmail the leadership, blackmail everybody. Now they are blackmailing the legal team. The legal team that goes man to man, face to face, to see the leader of the indigenous people of Biafra. What is that, Biafra? What is their mission? Now, if they take Barrister Jafar away, they take Barrister Jimator away, now you know what is it? Because they are trying to take away the DOS. That is why we told them, I will continue to assure our people. We did not choose ourselves. Heaven said we should come. Heaven ordered that we must come. And by the divine provision of heaven, we obeyed and adhered to that very call. irrespective of the obstacles, irrespective of in a kind of carrying this very noble struggle. That is why we will continue to assure our people. We rest assured that this very DOS, this very leadership, money can never, will never buy us away from this very IPOB. Money will never buy us away and can never buy us away from standing behind and for our leader, even the MAZI on the camp. No amount of money. It is impossible. Because we did not come like the ordinary flesh. We came out of divine calling. Out of the divine calling. It is greater than us. But who are we to say no to the voice of our ancestors, to the demand of our fallen heroes, to those more than 1 million Biafran children? They cry to heaven that this generation will appear and stand shoulder to shoulder with the wind MAZI and the camp. It is a heavy burden. The burdens are too heavy. The pains are too heavy. But we must carry it, not for the livings, but for those fallen heroes and heroines who have gone and have given their all for this very noble struggle. That is why we are standing. That is why the lives of Barrister Ifeanyi Ejiofor is still standing. The pains are heavy, if not them, the legacy. It isn't an easy task for the uncircumcised individuals, those children of perdition, the sons and daughters of Lucifer, those who have come to make money out of this very struggle. Look at them, criticizing and blackmailing even we, the children of light. Look at them. Those who know how to do this stuff left for years in every day on the social media. Even watch them, you must spend money. I say even to watch them, you must spend money. Where have that been done in the history of Biafra? And yet you cannot ask yourself a question. You cannot open your inner eyes. You are blackmailing the Chinasa, MAZI Chikedozium, the US, blackmailing MAZI Nworu. Those who have given their blood for this very struggle. And you think you are normal. And you think heaven will forgive you. And you think the spirit of our ancestors will forgive you. And you think that the fallen heroes and heroines will forgive you. Not even the living will forgive you. MAZI Jonathan, you ask a very critical question. Malame, I am not a legal expert, but there is something they used to say. You cannot build something on nothing. The truth is there. The truth is very open and cannot be destroyed by any type of propaganda. Thank God that the Nigerian judiciary can still stand up for truth. Most of them, they understand. The judges, they understand. That is why before every court upon court upon court upon court, the federal, the appeal, they have stood firm on the rule of law and in democracy, saying that this man is innocent on all the charges leveled against him. Let's give it to them. At least they have shown, even in the face of tyranny and bullying by the Attorney General of the Federation, Abubakar Malami, who tried to bully them, even to this very day. You cannot build something on nothing. How can you build lies on truth? A man fighting for self-determination, only for you to raise all manners of obligation, including the answers. That is what Malami is leveling against our leader. The answers that the Nigerian masses came out for. They said it's our leader. The same way they are going about now, arresting the criminals associated with the infiltrators. I'm saying they are innocent. I'm saying that they are the man working for IPO. Hey, what they're doing, it is just like the way you saw the Oduduwa's agitators. They fought the Nigerian army. Now you now say, oh, those who fought the Nigerian army and took away their arms, that they are now fighting for Igbo. That it is Igbo that sent them. It is just something. Why Igbo is on his own. Talking about the right of the Oduduwas to have their own independence. That is democratic. It is called self-determination. Those who choose criminalities cannot be associated. Whatever Igbo is fighting for. Now, what is our job? And why have IPOB stood firm on the ESN? Our mothers must be protected who go to farm. Our fathers who go to farm must be protected. We make bold to proclaim that the ESN are right there in our forests, in our beaches, fighting the jihadism in order to give protection to our daughters, our sisters, our wives, our brothers and sisters. We make bold in public without hiding to say those defending our forests, we have our backing more than 100%. But we must not forget, whatever Malami is plotting, we make it clear to the international community, to the world at large, to the human rights community. It is Malami who is trying to truncate democracy in Nigeria. It is Malami who is trying by all means to adhere to the voice of the Fulani oligarchy, who on the 14th of October, after the ruling of the Appeal Court on the immediate and unconditional release of all MAZI, the Fulani oligarchy, who are called the Mayati Allah, they came out on the 14th and said that MAZI will never be released. Now the question is Malami adhering to the call of Fulani herdsmen, the Mayati Allah, or is he adhering to the rule of law of the Nigerian corporation? It is a question that the international community must have to ask the lives of the Attorney General of the Federation, Abubakar Malami, and the President of the Nigeria State, Muhammadu Buhari. Are we asking for too much? It is very pertinent question. It's told to these very men. democracy or autocracy. It is a choice. What is it that the Nigerian state is practicing? Democracy or autocracy? Democracy or tyranny? Which one is the Nigerian state practicing? We have the life of President Olusegun Obasanjo is listening and telling the international community now that it is not yet too late for reconciliation. He goes to Ethiopia, making peace, while the peace in his own backyard is here to be resolved. We are yet to do anything stupid. We are yet following the democratic process, while the Nigerian state are the ones, or is the one, disobeying the rule of law and the democratic norms and principles. It is over a month that the Court of Appeal pronounced a judgment giving an order to the Nigerian state on the immediate and unconditional release of MAZI and Nworu. Over a month, the Nigerian state is here to adhere to the rule of law. Is here to adhere to democratic principles. Malame still bullying the judges. Yes, democracy states that there are three arms of governments, the judiciary being one of them, and being independent. Malame, being part of the executive arm of government, is bullying the judiciary arm of government, because Malame want to appeal to the demand of the fourth most deadliest terrorist group in the world, the Mayati power. Because on the 14th of October, Mayati power said that he will answer the dead body with the Nigerian state release MAZI and Nworu, the leader of the indigenous people of Biafra. This is an act of chaos. The Nigerian states are obeying to the voice of the most deadliest terrorist group in the world. It is anti-democratic process, and it is an act to push the Biafran people to the wall and deal with the consequences. If the Nigerian state do not reverse and obey the court of law, which is the pronouncement of the appeal court of the Nigerian state, IPOB have no control over the appeal court. The appeal court made the pronouncement based on merits. Why is the Nigerian state disobeying their own courts? It is a question, a pertinent one indeed, that the international community, that global leaders, that the likes of Obasanjo should be going around telling every president one after the other that Buhari must obey court order. MAZI Jonathan, I give back to you.
Ndewo MAZI. In conjunction with what you said, what you people said, I want to put also a little bit clarity in a primary way so that people will continue understanding. The tape I played, which you demanded me to play, it keeps me thinking, now I say, all these people like lower Niger, higher Niger, people that were highly conspicuous before when our leader was outside. They were clamoring for lower Niger, some were, all of them. All of them has remained, they all went underground as soon as our leader was renditioned. It's another plan. Now, because
MAZI, you know why?
yes, because they have a front.
Those people have been defeated.
Yes, exactly.
And they have been defeated. So exactly. They told him don't go for a second round. They bring the new ones.
Exactly.
Thank you. Go ahead.
So, we see in this thing, that thing, the infiltrator, they saw in him a new front. So from the background, they call and say, okay, now look at, this. They are now fronting him. The voice of Biafra, which was used against MAZI Nnamdi Kanu, set up in 2012, as you mentioned, which was defeated. Now they have to revive it under him so that he become the front now. All these things, he is doing it because he's naive. And MAZI, like the other day, I said, somebody that wants to be a leader, heading in charge of IPOB, but 2019, if I'm not mistaken, either 2019 or even 2020, this person was virulently against Biafra agitations. On video, calling Biafra agitators. Yes, 220, right?
20.
Okay. He was calling IPOB miscreants. He was supporting the Nigerian politicians, direct on video, calling IPOB names that we are people that needs to be flushed out. All of a sudden, within few days or months, he now become, not that he wants to be, he want to change and become an ordinary member. No, he wants to be in charge of those movements that he was virulently against. Now, I used to ask,
MAZI, let me come in.
Yeah, go on.
MAZI, let me come in here. Let me tell you something. Do you know that before he started broadcasting, after he had attacked us, he showed himself to the politicians in Germany that he's ready. He told them, who are these people? They are nobody. Do you know it is an IPOB member? He begged for the Biafra flag. That Biafra flag you see is mounted in his house. It is an IPOB member. He went and begged. Say, please, you want to talk some things, on the radio for Biafra. It is an IPOB member went and gave him that flag that he used and come on the radio the first time he started coming. And I'm sure that might be the flag till today. Go ahead, MAZI.
Yeah. So what I'm saying in effect is that when you look at like MAZI Nnamdi Kanu, he had an antecedent. He didn't start yesterday to become the leader of IPOB. No, he started even right from Masop. So what am I saying? Somebody that should be in the position he wants to claim to be should have antecedents. Previous state is just like a street footballer. For example, you see all these footballers that are being signed of $5 million in Europe, 10 million from Africa. Okay, they signed them because they had antecedents. You cannot just see somebody that that has no history of football. Now they sign you in a very big club. It is impossible. It no matter how you think you play, no, you must start from somewhere. Our leader started, not even Masop. Freedom fighting injustice is in his blood. He started it, he showed it. When he even fought, he was on demonstration against this terrorist group. It's on video. So the Boko Haram, yes, it's on video to show you that he is somebody that he has been fighting injustice for a long time. He has what we call antecedent record. But this thing now just come all of a sudden. He wants to be a leader of IPOB. Reaping where he did not sow. Now, what happened? These other people, they have to go underground. They say, we have seen somebody that we can use to against our old enemy. MAZI Nnamdi Kanu, Radio Biafra, IPOB. So all of them, congregated around him secretly and tell him, now go on. Use even Voice of Biafra we used before as your channel. And foolishly, he used it. Do you know that if this man knew that the even Voice of Biafra existed, before, and was controlled by MAZI Nnamdi, he wouldn't have gone there. But he didn't know.
He would, yes. Yeah.
You understand?
Yes.
He didn't know because he was foolish. He was naive on anything concerning Biafra agitation. He is there only to you. Is on contract. He confirms that he is on contract to you IPOB down. That is it. A scammer, somebody that has been scamming people, of which we have records of some doing documentaries. All of a sudden, he become a chief of freedom fighting. Don't you see? That's why I say, indeed, where are your Mazikwe here? Some people that are following, which are your position, Nigeria remove our mindset or our brain. Sometimes I don't know. But we must continue. So this is the summary of what I also want to put there. Now, MAZI, in this case, we see or we are seeing what the Nigerian government is doing. They are burning our houses in Biafra land. They are waging complete warfare. Sometimes people will say, what is happening? Why are they? They raise down, burn down houses in Biafra land with impunity. So people continue asking questions. What is happening? Why are these people not confronted? They do all these things, like I say, with impunity. That is the thought of many of us. So I don't know what you have about it. How Biafrans could rise up against this military invasion in our land. We are in the end of the year where Biafrans will be going home. He will be going home, traveling home. So how is this thing going to be confronted? What is the carefulness, the precautions, and the confrontations against all these issues that is happening? Because we are not safe, honestly. Burning houses, we are not safe. MAZI, go on, please.
Yeah, MAZI Chinedu, thank you very, very much. You see this question you ask now. That is why every time I come on radio, I ask our people, let us focus. Be ready to learn. Nobody knows it all. You might be a professor, you might be anything, but they say experience is the best teacher. MAZI, you can be even an army general. You can be anything. One thing is that when you face a situation, you can only survive it with your instinct, especially a confrontation that will take your life or not taking your life. Now, one thing our people don't understand is, like you said, everything goes stage by stage. Do you know before full-scale war will break out in our place, there are types of war that will continue to happen within a particular people or in a country before you see it escalate, and you see bombs everywhere coming. MAZI, for a very long time, our people don't understand there is what they call the fault line wars. The fault line wars. Sometimes we watch on program, I think I used to have that program, they say a fault line wars. Our people don't understand it is a type of war we have been engaging for a very long time, from the time the creation of Nigeria, from the time the civil war, the independence of Nigeria till presently. That fault line wars is there. It is a particular war we are fighting, and for many who don't understand what fault line wars mean, it means a clash between civilization from one, physically, it's a clash physically between a civilization and another nation. It always happens within a country, a region. For example, during the former Yugoslavia, MAZI, the Serbia, now we have the Serbia as a country. There was a fault line war between the Slavic civilization with the Muslim civilization. During this time of religion fight or ethnic issues, you see a kind of war going on. Religion, they can kill because of this. Any excuses, people can massacre. The same thing happened in Lebanon. During that time also, you found the Western Christians and the Muslims fighting also in Lebanon. These things are fault line wars, which is happening in Nigeria on a day-to-day basis. And it's a very complex war, unless those people go their separate ways. The same problem happened in Rwanda. When the colonial people came, draw their different maps, groups, and they form all their pseudo nations, all these things will continue to happen. When you bring people like in Nigeria, where they bring the Igbos, they send some to Benue, they take these people, they put in Cameroon, they take this Yoruba, they put some in Benin Republic. Destroy, you come in, they take some. It's just that we are not people that engage in tribal wars. If not, you will find our people in Ingwacha fighting. Like you can see the people, all these people that you can see them fighting. It is intentionally carried out, and it is always carried out either by religion, political motive. This is how they withdraw this. For example, you go to Turkey, you see some Kurds in Turkey, some in Iraq, some in Iran. You see how they scattered them, put them here where they will never, ever be comfortable. They will never be recognized as a people. They will never be accepted as people of a distinct nation. When they want to use the ones in Iraq to cause problem in Iraq, they remind them of their marginalization, how Iraqis are treating them. Those people will go into war. That is why if you go to Erbil, in the northern part of Iraq, in Erbil, you see that place is controlled by Kurds. They feel they are different from Iraq, and they have been looking for their own independence. You go to Turkey, the KPP, they are fighting from one angle, is the Kurds. They want a Kurdistan nation, but they will never allow them until the people rise up. When you understand this difference, for example, you see our people in Benue, you see Igbo people. I am very, very sure it was maybe one of their elder or politician that time say, take easy, is happy to send them to Benue. In Benue, it will be good for us. They used him. They take some local governments from Ebonyi State, send them, and their brothers are in this area. You send them to Benue. In Benue, they become minority. They will be suffering. They will use them anytime they feel, Benue TV is not using. If these people are more armed, they use them and start fighting. These are frontline wars, intentionally created. These are the kind of
MAZI, are you still there? Go on, please. Yes, go on.
Can you hear me?
Yes, go on.
Okay. Yeah. So you see somebody in Igbocha, he's saying, I am from Rivers. I am from Rivers. If really we are people that love, crisis, war, people in Imo State can be used, and they said, okay, since you are Rivers, this is our land. They will go to war against them, pursue them out of that land, and send them to the land of Rivers. These things that they have created, which is frontline wars, is very, very complicated, and our people are not ready to understand what is happening within their vicinity, within their environment. Now, but the one our people need to understand most is the proxy war. The proxy war, most times people don't understand. You don't call people sometimes, they may not be classified as saboteurs, because some of them may not know the end of what they are doing, but they know they are working for somebody. They are working, they are carrying out some assignment which a larger group or people are interested. They are the one benefiting from that particular thing they are doing. For example, when they created a Bubago after ESM was launched, people may think some people will support Dave Umahi. Oh, Dave Umahi was creating a Bubago for security for this thing. No, Dave Umahi was, even some of them that joined the Bubago, to them, they want to go and fight insecurity. They want to fight IPOB. They want to fight anything. They told them that along the line, what Dave Umahi, what he had in his mind, he set up a Bubago. He will start using them like what he's doing now. People didn't know he formed it for his political ambition. He's using it now in Bubago, adopting political opponents. He can use it to intimidate, because he can't use the police force, he can't use the army to do that. So he can only tell them, oh, we want to help you to form. Then he has handed gun over to them. Now a Bubago, now ignorantly and knowingly engage in a proxy war. They can go to fight IPOB, they can fight ESN, they can fight political opponents. All these people they will fight, who is benefiting? Their benefit is only 30,000 naira salary. But Dave Umahi is benefiting in a more broader picture. He's the one benefiting from all these things. This is why our people have to understand what is proxy war. This proxy war is what we are facing indirectly. They use the criminals. They use all these groups. That is why also Dave Umahi, what he's expecting, he's not getting enough of it. That's why you see them, the last time they called meeting, he want to form another security outfit to patrol the highway, because the one he has formed is not giving. So they want to create people they will use. These ones will fight any opposition who is attacking them. These ones will go and fight Nnamdi Kanu. These ones will go and do this. They will engage in proxy war. And whenever there is proxy war, it is very, very difficult for people to focus, especially those who are fighting like our situation that we are fighting for freedom. But one thing I want to say, it is not only locally. In proxy war, many countries, international countries, they play a very big role in them. Don't think it is only Dave Umahi or these people that created criminals to fight IPOB. That is not. It doesn't end there. Because let me take it to a more broader explanation. Under the broader explanation, under the plays this proxy war in this way, they will come, they will tell you, oh, because now they can use counter-terrorism. Oh, there is counter-terrorism, there is this. They can even create terrorists in your country. Like they can do those things, and when they create it, then you see Nigerian government running to American government, oh, we need help, we need to counter terrorism, we need to counter this, we need to counter that. Oh, okay, we have to come in to train you people. We have to come in. The moment they come in, they have stationed themselves. They will train you. They will cause problems. Under Africa, when America set up under the cover of counterterrorism, Africa was set up to beef up Nigerian military and ensure there is the purpose of Africa. Why America did those things, people may not understand, is to make sure there is free flow of oil, our crude oil straight to the west. That is the major purpose, because they want to push Russia and China out of the way. So they needed to create a war. As long as they have interest in our place, our people must understand when people, as long as they have interest in our place, our people must understand when people, they will be, you will see, even these people, they set up in America, they came the other day, they say they are government in exile. You see them now, how many, it was a mockery. It was a mockery of our freedom. It was a mockery of our freedom. A struggle that millions of people have died. That people say they are launching government in exile in one room, a whole Biafra. A whole Biafra, people don't understand what those things mean. You call your friends and call your family members and stay in one room and launch Biafrans that when we go out to protest, Biafrans that when we go, the world is seeing our protest, and you are launching Biafran government in one room, one stop. This. All these people, they know everything they are doing. They know. Don't ever think they don't know. All those things is to create problem. When they create problem within us, all kind of people will bring distraction. These are proxy. They are ready to, we will exchange opposition, we will talk, you understanding me, do everything we want to do to make sure, you know, let me tell you, you see the Americans, sometimes you see that, let me tell you, you see the Americans, sometimes you see that oil. They will be taking the oil. All these things they are moving in now is because they be afraid China may come, Russia may come, and that will disrupt the, do you understand me, any flow of oil to the west. The oil is very, very important for them. Make no mistake about that. Now they see the region is becoming hot. What will they do? They will create these infiltrators everywhere. They will create them. They want them to engage us. They will equip them to fight us. That is why information is the key. When you see what they are doing, nobody ever tells you that this is not what we expect. This is not where we are going. When somebody is jumping from one place to another, everywhere, security, you move to media, you just to come, you insult the leader's wife, you insult the leader team, you insult, people are telling him, move on. When they call him on telephone and give him one information, he ran to the Facebook. He feel he have gotten something. He uses it. You are here, every one of you have seen our brother Benjamin Madibu. Benjamin Madibu, everybody knew he was in prison with MAZI and their case is still going on. Sometimes, as our leader do send us messages, give instructions. Sometimes himself that is also there, when messages come to him, like last time he went to the court, our leader sent him message. At least we know this person was close, stay with him in the prison until our leader came out, very close to our leader. But when he came out, he said, our leader told me that criminality must not, this is not we, you see them, they all come out. They come for a war. everybody focus. They will threaten you. They will say, we will do this, we will do that. Because they want to make sure they start a fight anywhere. If you tell them what you are doing is not good, this is what they have taught them. And these are proxy wars. They use people and do anything they want to do. They want to disrupt anything. They want to make sure whatever thing you are doing, they are ready to kill. You see them, they are assassinating even IPOB members now. That is, I will come to that when I come to criminality. They are sending people to kill IPOB members. And I'm going to expose all of them today, and the many IPOB members who have been killed. Some of them, I will mention their names on air. Killed by who? Killed by these infiltrators. And when they kill them, they said, they don't know, we are on ground. We know everything. We know. And I will say all those things today. So these are proxy war, and they want, if we allow Nigerian government, if we allow our people to drag us into a proxy war, that means it is an unending war. That is what they want. That is what the British government want. And when you are fighting a proxy war, they will be taking their oil. You are busy because they know you have internal problems. That is what they are trying to create. Let me also tell you people something. Everybody knows in the 90s, the USA Strategic Studies Institute, there was a report that said that Nigeria was created as an artificial state according to colonial interest rather than ethnic coherence. There was never a time Nigeria was created for us to exist. So since they created Nigeria in this pattern, you must expect wars, proxy wars within. When somebody says something right, they say look for him and kill. And when you kill somebody from this family, the anger will grow. It can lead to many things. Those who cannot kill will go and join court. Those who cannot join court will go and they will go and call you in 1 hour. Say those who cannot, they run away. These are kind of things they are using to destabilize our region. Every one of us know the proxy war did not start, but when America started to play and the Western power started to play this proxy war, you know, let me say, everybody knew when BP was in Nigeria, we all understand what the pressure we are mounting. You know, when the America saw, because most times we are talking about Britain, talking about Britain. No, the master for most of these things, proxy war, is the United States of America. We cannot run away from it. Because America understood that the British power was declining. The British Empire was declining. So America gradually started to pursue the same policy in Nigeria. As in America noticed that the British Empire was kind of not powerful. So what they are doing is they're stepping in where the British were not doing very well. They know their power, their influence is going down. What they do is they start to step in, to take over those places, the British. That is why you see Shell took over from British Petroleum. That is what happened. They took over. Why are they taking over? Because they want to maintain the same pattern the British. For example, during the Civil War, people ask, America wanted to help. America, somebody tell you America helped us. No, forget about rubbish they are talking. America wanted to help. But at the time, they think about, oh, oil. They found that the British informed them about this. When they took over, Shell took over, they go back the same way Britain was operating. Most of our oil stolen from Biafra land goes to United States. You see how this, they carry their cases go up because they use it to make our place can never be stable because they fight. You see Niger Delta today, these people say they carry arms. These people, they fight this person, they give this person contract, this person revolt. They talk about, when you are talking about for peace to reign, most of them will take money and bring. You talk about let things be. will go different way. These are proxy wars that they are fighting. They are not doing it only for their own interest. There is a bigger picture. Those who are benefiting from our instability. But for a long time, they have never come so close inside us. Like now, it came closer because they took away MAZI Nnamdi Kanu. Most of you have to understand, if MAZI Nnamdi Kanu in 2015, when we defeated them, you know, anytime they are being defeated, they try to arrest him. When we defeated them in 2015, there was heavy argument about being miscreant, and after they were defeated, they arrested MAZI Nnamdi Kanu. 2015. That time, it was the height of the anger. Then come this time, MAZI Nnamdi Kanu again appeared. ESM was launched. They get crazy also. They're moving into action to make sure also they step him down. Don't think some of these things, it is only the government. No, there are bigger. That's why we have to look. Even people, especially people in America, when they are doing something, look them very well. I am telling you, look at them very well. Most of these our people, they work for the American military. Some of them are veterans. They are still watching them. They still give information. They can use them. They will use them to destabilize what we are doing. Don't trust them. Sometimes they won't talk, but they will take advantage. They can push them and advise them to continue. You think they are coming for good? They're coming to instigate problem so that oil continue to flow to America. I can remember from what we read in 1978, when they realized the British was declining their strength, that was the first time the USA Navy Sea Fleet began his regular exercises in the Gulf of Guinea. People who know what I'm talking is there. In 1978, so don't think it was after the war. After the war in 1970, after 8 years, they saw that war gave Britain a very bad name. It put Britain's image for being behind the genocide in Biafra land. What Britain did was to step aside a little bit, and the United States took over. In 1978, that was the first Navy fleet that started a regular exercise on the Gulf of Guinea, started to patrol till date, till today, not till yesterday, till today. They are in Gulf of Guinea, stealing our oil, and as long as they are stealing this oil, they make sure there must be war. Proxy wars will be inside us. They will make sure you can never come close, and that is where they are pushing these people towards. Let me give another example so that our people will understand. We move on very fast. What people don't understand, you see the NSAS that happened. I can bet you the British, they infuse inside those mobile policemen, they infuse some security contractors. I can tell you because this was what they did during the Niger Delta uprising. During when Chinasa Nworu was killed, they did the same thing. Most of you did not know that the United Kingdom, as of 2001 to 2014, they spent £12 million to counter protests and counter many uprisings in the United Kingdom. I'm not telling you another people. They spent £12 million and they exported more than £500 million of arms and ammunition, grenade, rocket launcher they supplied to Nigerian government to quench the uprising in the Niger Delta region. Instead to talk about environmental destruction, all this environmental degradation, or what they call it, they were much interested to quench any uprising. And those our brothers were immersed with money. During the uprising in the Niger Delta, there are reports, there are serious reports that the UK government, they contracted some special securities. Special securities. One is called control risk, the other one Ering and Saladin Security. They were drafted into Nigeria. They were joined the Nigerian police. They have black people now. They train them and send them. They send them in to mobilize to make sure that all these things are brought down. This is what they did. This is one of the things they did in the Niger Delta region. They were killing them because the destruction of the flow of oil, America was involved. They know all those things. That's why they brought, have everybody forgot that some of them brought their own private securities. Saladin, a UK security company, was among the people contracted. Earrings was also among the security companies. Most of these companies were all drafted in. As we are doing this protest, as we are protesting, most of you don't know that Nigerian government have sent in spies. Sending spies. The protest all of you are having in Europe, they are there. They are there. They are coming. But only IPOB is so complicated for them to carry out actions, to carry out assassination attempt, because Chukwu Nnaji is completely protecting his children in this fight. That is why every one of us must be very, very alert. Don't go on social media. Of course, you can apply knowledge. But what we are saying is that is why IPOB is structured from up till down. Now, you can get your information. You can try to, when you see information, try to verify. You have forums so that you don't go and do things that will jeopardize another officer's or another IPOB member's life. Because in proxy war, they can even use a son to kill a father on a different excuse. A son can come and kill the father with different excuse. It is not that he don't know what he's doing, but he has been brainwashed and he has been used to eliminate somebody. Like some of them don't know. Every one of you were here a couple of months back when I told Pastor Jack, everybody was listening. Every one of you knew when I came on Radio Biafra, I called the name of Pastor Jack as being used in America. People in America, Bridget, Austin, they used him. Pastor Jack cannot even do anything in the media. I don't know how he come. Now they use him because he knows he's on ground. He start to look. They have the telephone number of some people. This is how they have sent him. He start to go to participate. Push today. Where is Pastor Jack? Most of you came here talking rubbish. Izombe, yes, Izombe is on fire. They are killing our people. But are you going deep to understand what is happening? It is the people that they have all gathered together. The criminals they have put together. They use them. When they catch them, we point hand. He is there. They go there. Every one of you knew. Pastor Jack took them even to Lagos. IPOB, this is proxy war. Some people that will be arrested will never come back alive. Most of them, they are picking them. Why they are doing this thing is for you to get agitated. If you are not happy, if you can't control yourself, we go in, we start fighting. No, they are kids. We are prepared. We understand that a time like this will come when we defeat them on proxy war. I'm telling you, Biafra is here. This is something every Biafran, that is why come to Radio Biafra. Listen, educate yourself, because information is the key. When you enlighten yourself, nobody can play with you. When you are informed, nobody can play with you. They can use you in their proxy war. Remember, what they want, we start fighting. They want to set a problem even between we and the job, so that when we are fighting, they will support the job. Come and put down the oil. The end is taking oil away. Sometimes we are thinking it's always the Fulani. No, not only the Fulani. Fulani have their own agenda, Islamization, taking Nigeria as their estate. Some Western countries are so much interested because of your natural resources. They say it is an abundance that they can never leave it. People don't understand that our gas, our liquefied gas, We are one of the major supplier of this gas to America. America depends on us so much. And I can tell you, they are ready to set up proxy. They will train people in America. It has happened many places. They will use them to destabilize. Some of them are fools. Forget about this thing. Somebody says, I'm a military officer. You are military. You are corrupt in the army. You went there. You're a lance corporal. Who are you trying to? We are talking about problems happening in our place. Let me tell you people something where you people don't understand. Maybe by today, ESN wouldn't have existed, because the moment Onyendu formed ESN, all the people in America want to send that they will send people, give them, they have somebody, we will send somebody from Russia, we send somebody from America, they come and train you. What are they coming to train? In our own forest. Because the same thing happened to us when France came in. They come and understand, decode everything we have. You think Americans love you so much? They don't talk about our human rights abuses. They don't talk about the killings. They don't talk about we don't have hospitals. We don't talk about our roads. But they are so much interested to send us somebody to come to train the ESN. My brothers and sisters, are you people thinking? We have natural born soldiers. We have men of honor. We have warriors in Biafra land. We have men, people that can do wonders. So come and help us and develop our industrial sector. They will not come. Come and help us for electricity projects. They will not come. We don't have roads. We don't have good schools. They won't come. But the moment they hear ESN was formed, everybody bring offer. From Russia is coming. They have somebody, Americans, who will train us to know, to teach them. You want to teach somebody going to war on a social media? You think we are fools? So just that the fourth ESN, everybody want to come and train ESN. Everybody. All the people in America came back from there. Everybody now want to come and take. Ask yourself, for what purpose? And they have didn't maintain our stand. You will hear they know because they will come. Our people, maybe lack of technology, many things, they will video them, they will tell this thing, they will go and say that we saw them this. They will classify you as. They will start their media propaganda and tell them these people they will do something that they will. You people should thank Chukwu Nnaji for IPOB leadership, because had you been they entered the catchment in Nandekano, they will mount a very big propaganda that the ESN is nobody, they don't know anything. They will give the wrong impression to the public, because they have sent people who came in and understand the tactics, the structure of ESN, how they operate, and they will tell them, forget about this. And that is what is still happening in Imo State. As Hobos of Imma, they put criminals together, they are telling them, we know them, we are gathered. That's why if they catch a criminal, they tell you it's ESN. Because they want to rubbish that name ESN. They want to make sure they bring it down, so that tomorrow, if by the stage of they go to see Onyendu, they told him, get away from here, you cannot see him, we have sent him to Sokoto. And all of you will come here and insult the IPOB leadership. I don't want to go far on this, so that I will stop here, MAZI Chinedu.
MAZI Nnaji, please. Go on.
Yes, MAZI, thank you. You asked a very pertinent question, and across we, the ones in diaspora, there is one thing we used to, the intelligence agencies used to tell us. You see something, you say something. Biafrans at home, we know we are now at a month. In the period, we must guide our communities jealously. You see something, you say something. You have our intels, meaning you have our numbers, where you can forward intelligence reports Once you see some of these people, like the so-called Obubago intelligence report, once you see some of these people, like the so-called Obubago, the Nigeria 10T, those of you that have to do, that are well to do, you can place intelligence cameras, put them across the community, get us the videos. If you don't have cameras, from long distance, you can even be secretive. Don't go and be shooting video or making video when you know that these criminals, these killers, the Zoo militaries and their police forces, when you know that they are watching you, they are seeing you, be secretive, be on the highway. Get us this very intelligence. Make a video of them, of their massacre. Because one thing we are trying to establish in this very struggle is this. Even after Biafra restoration, all those involved in massacring our people will be held to account. Not just within Biafra, but before international community. Because we are very certain that we will push the Nigerian state to the Hague, where its security forces and personnel will be brought to justice. So you see something, you say something. These are your own civil responsibility as a citizen of Biafra and in Biafra land. Get us this very intelligence. And so some of our fellow comrades, fellow citizens of Biafra, who are in the armed forces of the Zoological Republic, do not forget that your number one loyalty is to your own region. That is why you see the likes of Fulani, Boko Haram military personnel. Their loyalty is to their own people, to the Fulani oligarchy and their terrorist organization. You are seeing their military supplying ammunition to Boko Haram and bandits. It is because they understand even more than you that their number one loyalty is to their people and to their region. So if you are a Biafran, still working with the zoo, we want to assume that you are still working with the zoo forces because you want to be loyal to your people in terms of intelligence gathering. And we are here, and then we the Biafran people, the IPOB. The leadership is here. You have the numbers where you can supply this intelligence. Give us this so that even before the Nigerian forces execute their actions, their mayhem, their massacring, we already have those intelligence. As MAZI Jonathan asks, how do we counter them? We won't counter them with a kind of physical combatant. No. That is falling into the trap because that is what we want. Because we understand that after the court injunction, the appeal court order on the immediate release of President Mazin and the Kama, and the Nigerian state refused. One of the intelligence we got was that they want insecurity to continue in Biafra region, across the Biafra states. That is one of the reasons why they don't want anything that will favor our region. Because they believe to them, if there is a nation across our region, that probably it will favor P2P. So anything that will make it to occur within our region. They don't want it. So you, the one who is even across the zoo security force, you owe your region a very, very pertinent duty. Just like those who are of the northern region are paying homage to the Boko Haram. You have seen it. We don't need to preach too much about it. You, the one in coastal land, the one in hinterland, the one wherever you are within the Biafra region, you must supply us intelligence so that we can safeguard our land, so that we can expose the lives of those of danger. David Omai, who are plotting to destabilize our land. You have seen it, you have heard it. That is why they don't want Olondo Mazem and the Kalo to be released. Because they know that once he is released, just on a mere pronouncement of war, there will be peace in the entire Biafra land. And those who are those orchestrating this very insecurity will be exposed. Who are they? The license. Who's of danger? The Supreme Administrative Governor of Imo State and the woman of Ebonyi State. It is at that very juncture the whole world will see what they are plotting with Ebudago. So, MAZI, Jonathan, to your question, our people owe it as a duty to supply this very noble leadership, intelligence. We will distribute those intelligence to the appropriate channel after properly judging them. So our people must, at this very critical juncture, be attentive, be sensitive to their surrounding, to their community, to their villages. Do not play with anything around you. You see the strange faces, be attentive, capture them while they are still plotting. Go even to their gathering, to their meeting, secretly record them and provide it to the leadership. Don't throw it anyhow. There is a WhatsApp where you can supply information. It comes directly to the DOS. That is to the leadership. Once we get these intels, we analyze them within us and we distribute them accordingly. We expose what need to be exposed, and we forward what need to be forward to international community that need to have those intelligence. So these are your own responsibility and what you must continue to do. Don't forget, we are in ember months, an ember period. The enemies will come, and they are coming to make sure to ascertain that within this period of election season, which we cannot guarantee anybody that we will approve to or not approve to. If the Nigerian state continue to hold Olendu Mazekano to ransom. But this is what we are doing, to expose those whose duty is to continuously cause insecurity across Biafra land. But we cannot do these things alone. You, the citizenry, you must supply us intelligence. Those Biafrans who are still working with the zoo security forces, even those who are in the political affair, supply this very leadership intelligence or what you think we should know, give it to us and leave us to what we will do with it. Be rest assured, we will execute them more than 100%. And above all, gathering every intelligence with every sensitivity of it. I mean, protecting what needs to be protected without leaking information that ought not to be leaked out. So this is what we believe our people need to start paying attention to and start supplying the leadership. Very, very critical, especially at this very period. There was Jonathan, thank you.
MAZI. Now, just like as you said about proxy wars, many of our people don't fully understand these proxy wars. You know, when the enemy will not come direct, they use brother against brother. Sometimes in their, private quarrels, they will go and support this one, arm him in one way or the other. That is proxy wars. Now,
you unleash immediately.
Yes. So that is okay. That is a proxy wars, and people should, for example, when I have something against you in our normal relation as a brother, and the enemy, in order to fight us, or in order to fight you, he can come and put more heat on our problem, or my problem against you, and I will not know that I'm being used. That is the proxy wars, and our people should be careful. What makes Africa to fall is because they allow enemies, foreigners, Europeans to use one part of Africa against their brother. That is the reality, and it is happening in this struggle. But we are, as you said, we are 7 steps ahead of them, and you will not continue opening up so that many things. So I want us to focus now on this criminality in Biafra land. You have been coming up on talking about criminality which is being sponsored by some politicians, Nigeria DSS, and other sponsor the infiltrators, as we know. So I want us to talk more about this criminality. For now, is it dwindling? Are people trying to understand? Or is it still on the highs? Please, go on, MAZI, please go on.
Yeah, MAZI Jonathan, thank you so much. I think this is our last topic. MAZI, we heard the other day, is it 2 days ago or yesterday, when the barrister wrote something. People thought that Onyendu is not having information. Are you understanding me? This is one thing our people don't understand. We don't need to tell Onyendu. He had his own way to get information, and when he asks about criminality, what is happening, we are surprised. The barrister, of course, we cannot say these questions have not been thrown to us. When MAZI Benjamin Madubugu met him in Abuja in one of the court cases, that was an issue he raised. At the same time, you saw him one time in a short video, few seconds. It was the same thing that he said. MAZI, people are traveling from the east, coming communities will gather their people, send delegates to Abuja to go to meet the lawyer and ask him, you used to see Nnamdi Kanu? Yes. Please ask him, is this the ESN he created? We have all run away from our villages. Our daughters have been kidnapped and raped. Houses burnt down. They want to understand, is this the type of Biafra that he says he's looking about? Is it the one giving this authorization? MAZI, it is our duty to defend our leader, defend the struggle, because we know our leader will never, those who knew him, or nobody will say he doesn't know MAZI Nnamdi Kanu. From day one, MAZI Nnamdi Kanu said criminality will not be allowed into this. He said any day we started criminality, the struggle, we should say bye-bye to the Biafra struggle. Reasons, because that is what they will use. For example, we are talking about, as I just said about this proxy war, where when Europe and America, they will be talking about, that is what they want to talk about. They want to talk about criminality. Criminality. Nobody will talk about your freedom again. Nobody will talk about your struggle. Nobody will talk about anything. Nobody will talk about Nnamdi Kanu. What they will be talking about, there is kidnapping. There is criminality in that place. MAZI, what the criminality we are talking about is something, if you call yourself an IPOB member, if you have not seen, you have heard what is happening in Imo State. But let me clear certain things, because as Nobu, of course, when they who will like it, when the people who will not like it. Sometimes, not in every occasion. Do you know that some of these military that invade some of our villages, that's why we are telling villages, if any group of people come say, yes, we have a number, try to ask that a group of people have entered your community. Is this IPOB ESN? It's not that they come, they tell you, take oath, do this thing. MAZI, we have the HOD inquiry line. We have the criminal investigation unit number. If you see a group of people enter into your community, tell you they are IPOB ESN, these numbers are there. Try to inquire. When you ask IPOB leadership or the ESN command, they will tell you yes or no, that they know or they don't know. It's very simple. We have made information, we have made these things to be easy for our people. You can't allow people to be in your community after they have committed all kinds of crime, kill people, destroy your community, then you come back and tell us they are IPOB. When we have, there is no community, no place you will find IPOB people. Now, MAZI, the criminality we are talking about is something mind-blowing. It did not end only in criminality. It also end in organ harvesting. It also end in cannibalism. A lot of dirty things, evil things that have happened among these criminals. And whether Tao, AG, or one AG, we said no to criminality. But do you know that this criminality went to the point that this cannibalism they were practicing there, some of them, what we see, I saw some video, I was like, I cannot watch it. They use human flesh to cook soup. Cook soup. And you want us to accept this kind of nonsense. And somebody will be coming, and sometimes when they go and snatch cars, snatch keke, there are, because they snatch always luxury cars. When they snatch, you know, most of these cars have tracking. The military or the joint force can track them with that car to get to their place where these cars are. Where they are selling the cars. It was very rampant, and after this program I will release some videos to to back up you will see people were coming inside Osihiduwa. Some cars, when they have snatched it, they remove all the parts, they set it on fire, and call people that are selling scrap to come and buy the scrap. They have removed the doors, the seat, everything. They will go to sell them as spare parts. The one they couldn't find anybody, then they burn the skeleton of the car. You will see them, they will call somebody to come and buy it as a scrap. They say car bomb. You come and cut it and take it as a scrap. I will release the video. You will see people coming with Okada in those of people to buy those things. They turn a whole community into a criminal den. And somebody somewhere wants us to come out and defend this criminal. MAZI, the other day, a few days ago, one of the boys was arrested. He's from Awomama. When I made that posting, our people came be talking rubbish. Hey, you people hand him over DSS. That is when I know our people are dummy. Who handed him over DSS? Who touched him? That particular guy, this particular guy that they call one man squad, the name is there. MAZI, this guy committed a lot of atrocity in our mama. And he was working with these infiltrators. He even go to the extent, he told the people in our mama, if what I'm saying is a lie, people can come over here. And he started to task them. You know the infiltrators, they like money to collect money, you know, anything for the guy. Then he also graduated. Yes. The guy said that IPOB have sent him 3 million, that people in our mama should contribute money. He want to rebuild house for Ikonso. He started to, if you refuse, burn your car, you come in, he was threatening everybody. He was stealing people. The day they caught him, he was with formula. It's when they have caused havoc. You know, they ran from Osihiduwa to Izombe. When they attacked them in Izombe, he ran away. That is before they caught him. Because that particular guy, ESN, when ESN was intact in Olo, the criminality was so much, there was a time ESN arrested him because he was doing evil, stealing, making kidnapping, building upstairs in his father's compound. That time, people, they know the guy was fully into criminality, and when they arrested him, they maltreated him and asked him not to do that nonsense again. But he went on, graduated now, joined the infiltrators. And I will say something again on air. I'm not going to call them. If you are using the name of Ikonso, whether you are a brother to Ikonso, you know, when I don't know for the fact that Ikonso is one of our respected comrades, for the fact that Ikonso died in this struggle, we do not transfer membership of IPOB from father to son, or from son to sister, or from Ikonso to his younger brother. We do not transfer IPOB membership in that way. If you are not an IPOB member, you join IPOB. You must not use the name of our comrades who are falling for this struggle to ride on their back and commit crime. Whether you are a brother, blood brother to Ikonso, this message, as I'm saying it this night, before they will twist it, but I'm giving a very clear advice and instruction to the brothers of Ikonso. You are not an IPOB member. You have never been a volunteer, talk less of to be ESN. Do not, because Ikonso is dead, you now using the name of Ikonso to commit blunder, trying to dent the image of that comrade, that hero. We will not take it lightly with you if you want to dent the name of Ikonso. I have sent this message privately and I'm saying it on air. Ikonso was an IPOB member and an ESN commander. You yourself, if you want to be an IPOB member, join IPOB members. If you want to join ESN, come out and join ESN. Do not use the name of Ikonso because it is your brother and you commit crime, because we don't transfer membership and we don't transfer. I have never seen where a mathematician died, his son automatically say, now I'm a mathematician, when you don't know anything. Do not destroy and dent the inner name of that our beloved commander, Ikonso. Now, MAZI, coming further, these criminals have relocated. Some of them have relocated. The main frontline criminals, they have relocated from Osihitupa. Some of them have run to Okibe. They are now in Okibe. Small time now, we have already started getting reports that they are killing people. They went in Okibe. They asked people in Okibe, if you have any court case in the court, you go and withdraw it, you bring it to them. This guy that died, this guy, they call one man squad. This guy himself was cases 200,000, 100,000. This is what he was doing in our Mama in many places. When we are saying this thing behind, we caution people. When IPOB used to, when we get this report, we will contact you. MAZI, you see all of them. The other one they call engineer, MAZI. When they caught him, he's in a possession of almost 21 million naira with foreign currencies. ESN have not received 21 million. ESN have not received 21 million, but you see those guys. The one they call engineer, this was working with Bridget, was caught with $21 million naira with other foreign currencies. You see that Double Lion, when they killed, they were all of them at the same thing now. When they killed Double Lion, according to the reports, people who was around, they found almost $50,000 to $60,000 hard currency in his body. They carried their money along, these criminals. And do you know that when they killed Double Lion, they took away his hat, they took his private part, and they took his head and gave the family the body headless, heartless, and the private partless, if that is the way to put it. This is the kind of evil these kind of people are in our, if they do themselves like this, think what they can do. Another point, everybody know one of our IPOB member, they call Chinasa from Olo. These criminals contacted somebody, we come across the communication when they told him that Chinasa is one of the people, they don't want them, they are the one passing information to IPOB leadership what they are doing. Since he is the one, because they know he's a very honest guy, in many cases he said this is not IPOB. They went a couple of weeks back, they went and they busted his house because they know him, and they killed him, they set him on fire. He's a hardcore IPOB member. And they have worked with the volunteer. These criminals went and they killed him. I am saying something also on air because there is something they do. Everybody knows Egole, the wife of Egole, the one we just brought out, of recent. One of his sons, when they came to arrest the father and the mother, the boy ran away, looking no place to hide because they killed the father, they took the father, the mother, their uncle, another uncle, 3 uncles, all of them taken away. They were many. The boy ran away and all that time found himself in that place. As he started to hear that, oh, these people are not ESN, the boy wanted to escape. As he ran away from where they are and hide in one building, saying let day break, he will run away from there, come out. They got the information, they went there and killed that young boy. They call him Precious. People know what I am saying. This is the same way they are looking for IPOB members from different places, killing. And people want us to keep silent, and all in the name of MAZI Nnamdi Kanu. Yesterday, or day before yesterday, I made a post about Nze Francis Onochukwu. Nze Francis Onochukwu is a former Biafran soldier, a veteran, 84 years old. Nze Francis Onochukwu from Olo. Nze Francis, this boy they call number one. I think the name is already out there. They call number one, which is a family member of one of these criminals. They call this number one, they call him Onyekachi Paul Udeze. He was a former convict. He was in the prison before he came out. They went, one of them, of his family member, went and contracted these boys that they want to take a land that doesn't belong to them. And this land belonged to Nze. And as a former soldier, when they summoned the man said, this is my land. And community people, everybody said, this land belongs to this man. There is nothing you have to do here. This land doesn't belong to you. There is nothing this man Nze didn't do. And the people became scared. When they thought, they said they will kill him. The boy then is as a former soldier. He's a fearless man. And he's an IPOB man, a man of 84 years. These are people, from information we have, he worked directly with our late general, People's General. This man told them, this land belongs to me. And this number one got offended. The second day, he invited Butuzo, Temple. They come for the same issue. The man raised this issue also in front of Butuzo, that this land belongs to them. They told him it's a lie. It belonged to this Ogurie because they were paid. After a couple of days, they came to that Ogurie compound and moved from there with a motorbike to the compound of Nze. 3 of them, to the information we have, everything, they shot Nze, close range, 3 bullets. And there are other things brought out. When they shot inside his body, that video, we have not made it open. People hear the sound of the gun, people start running before they understand Nze is dead. His body is still not buried. They killed him on 29th of July, this year, around 7:45 p.m. in the evening. That was when they killed that man. Number one, Ambutozo. This is the level of criminality they have caused in our society. Everywhere doing this thing, and that is why the government know what they are doing. That is why you saw Malami talking about that they won't release MAZI Nnamdi Kanu because it's a national security, and it's a national security risk, and also because of criminality, assassination, and murder. Our people don't understand. You come out on what is the DOS doing? That they are telling you why they are old. You think they don't have, because they are trying to gather these things to use it to dent the image of IPOD, dent the image of MAZI Nnamdi Kanu. And I will tell all of you, you see that number we have put out there. But there are those who the leadership have not responded, or those ESN command have not responded. Put in your mind, they don't answer that phone. Nobody will answer you on that phone. Send your report. Some reports already the command, they know about it. Those they don't know, because they have to review them, compare informations, ask, confirm the dates before they come to you. So when you send me your report, because they knew that some of them now understand that very vital information is going there. They now take up the flyer and they start to make it cancel. Don't send this thing. What I'm saying now, as I on this program, send me your report, because they knew that some of them now understand that very vital information is going there. They now take up the flyer and they start to make it cancel. Don't send this thing. What I'm saying now, as I on this program, make sure you post that ESN criminal investigation. Put it in all your timeline. The information coming there is mind-blowing. And I will be one of those, when our leader comes out, I will ask him to set up a committee and look into this level of criminality against our people. Because some people, we need to heal their wound. Because people committed crimes in the name of MAZI Nnamdi Kanu. People killed people in the name of MAZI just to dent the image of IPOB. While MAZI Nnamdi Kanu never asks anybody. And that is what the lawyer, who is going on a day-to-day basis. For me and other members of the DOS, we know what our leader can do, we know what he cannot do. But the lawyers are meeting him on a day-to-day basis from time to time. And they sent a message through the lawyer. The lawyer came out to write, and people, I want to tell every one of you, you see those people that come on social media, when you talk about the criminality, they attack you. They are some of those criminals. Because many of them have telephone, they are communicating. Their girlfriend, their this thing. When you mention their name, they are angry. They say, oh, they call your name. They come there and they attack you. These are the people. Check their Facebook profile. Nothing is there. They have nothing, but they want to advise you to post Biafra something. They will tell you, leave those people and talk about a different thing. In IPOB, Onyendu told us that they never called Teleyala. We must continue to expose this criminality. We must continue to expose all these crimes they are committing against our people. They won't talk. They want to. Today, Fulanis are everywhere. They want to bring them to cause that proxy war, that frontline wars. Fulani will be fighting you on the fact that it's a land. Nigeria is their land. The Biafra land belongs to the Fulani. The Islamists will be fighting you that they want to Islamize you. Then your brothers inside is using criminality to dent the image of IPOB and then the image of MAZI Nnamdi Kanu, so that many people can back away. Say, no, IPOB, like some of you will say, I left myself because it turned out to kidnapping and all these things. Do you understand that? Because they thought they could destroy myself with kidnapping. They say, play the same card in IPOB. But we are telling them, in IPOB, there is no room for that. In IPOB, there is nobody who will use criminality to dent our name. We have professors, doctors scattered all over the world, presence in over 100 and something countries. People know us. Every one of us, wherever we are living, people know who we are. We are not hidden people. We are not into criminality, and as long as we are on top of this leadership, nobody will use IPOB, nobody will use ESN, nobody will use this hallowed movement, use it to commit crime, and he will pay. You will pay. Even if you don't pay now, it takes you longer time. We will make sure you pay. And what we are saying, we continue to say, if you are working, somebody tell you he is Temple, he is working for IPOB, Butuzo. He is not part of IPOB, not part of ESN. These are the criminal gang. I have called their names before, and many of them will continue to mention their name. They are not. But ESN is intact in Imo State. We all ask for every one of them to withdraw so that the world can see what is happening, the criminals happening there. For now, we are not setting up. Some people will say, bring ESN now in Olo. No, we are not bringing ESN because every officer of ESN, all the officers of ESN have been withdrawn from Olo. Ask to remain silent until you are called back to service. Let the world see the criminals, what they are doing within Olo. Mazda, we stop here so that we can give people chance also for them to contribute. Thank you so much.
Of course. I don't know, Mazi Nnaji, you want to say something, please, before
I only want to tell to their promises. For those criminals, because one thing they must understand is this: the Biafran struggle is too spiritual than even the physical. We call on Chukwu within the leadership to expose all these criminals who not only some recruit themselves as a gang, and some working in tandem with the Nigerian state in order to make our land, our region insecure, and also to blackmail Onyendumas and Namdekan. The land of Biafra will definitely flush them out. Right from the establishment of IPOBESN, we have never engaged in anywhere. You can't see it from the beginning. Where you will see anyone fighting, say they are part of IPOB, are involved in kidnapping. MAZI will get some of these intels. It is so astonishing. Where somebody who is telling you that he's fighting for Biafra is calling someone, demanding for that person to, to pay money into the accounts or bring them money as part of supporting the struggle. And then you begin to ask yourself, even on this very hallowed platform, Onyendumas and Namdekan gave us an order. No such of a thing must happen across the land of Biafra. So these people who are doing this atrocity, committing this evil, who are they really working for? And then you go back to their master, who in pretense is saving the gullibles and telling them, oh, we are fighting for Biafra, for using these criminals to blackmail IPOB in return. To blackmail these movements. Somebody was telling a man one day, how much do you have to give us? The man said, he said, I know what is in your account, If you don't give us this money, we are coming for you. Which Biafra are you fighting for? And these are the type of people that the land of Biafra will swallow. We have prayed to Elohim. We have asked him to do his wonder, and thank God he is doing it. The ESM, under the command of Onyendumas and Namdekan, have no part in criminality. Not at all. We didn't kill one another. We didn't kidnap one another. We have nothing against this struggle. You see your brother riding on a car, or because you feel he has money, you go right away to kidnap him. If you want to do criminality, do your criminality. You don't need to associate it with Biafra. So that by the time the zoological security forces get hold of you, you tell them you are involved in criminality. Nobody will condemn you on this platform. You are your own. But why associate yourself with the Biafra struggle? And above all, why associate yourself with ESM? So these are the people. Sometimes we ask, if you actually claim that you love Onyendumas and Namdekan, why then are you implicating Onyendumas and Namdekan? Why are you taking instruction out of the chain of command of the same Onyendumas and Namdekan when you claim to love? Or the same Biafra when you claim to love or fighting for? And they will tell you, only somebody told us that only you said we should do this. Who is the person? How did the person get to know Onyendumas and Namdekan? Upon which structure within the leadership is this person working for? When you claim, told you so. But do not forget, the struggle you see today is the struggle where millions of lives have gone for. And those millions of lives are still even awakened to this very day. They cannot watch you destroy this very noble struggle. Rather, your own blood will go in for it. Therefore, you cannot, not so, can jeopardize the struggle of the restoration of Biafra. Not even with IPOB. You want to serve motherland, you know the modus operandi of IPOB. You want to defend motherland, then you must defend motherland, not being conscious of the material things. You defend motherland because it is a duty but done, and you cannot associate yourself with criminality by claiming to defend motherland. Light and darkness can never come together. It is impossible. It is impossible. You want to defend light, then stay away from criminality. Stay away from kidnapping your own brothers and sisters and demanding for ransom. Whoever is telling you to associate yourself in this type of people, that person is the real enemy of Biafra and the real enemy of MAZI and the Kano. Wow. And the real enemy of MAZI and the Kano.